Well, good morning. Oh, how's my audio? Check, check. There it is. Good morning. Or good evening. Or a good afternoon, whatever the case may be for you. Is glad you could make it aboard the Tempest. Welcome to the Captain's Table number 22. I'm your host, Captain Smoke. Just to prove it, Captain Smoke. All right. Let's open her up here. Yeah, Captain's private little entrance here to the bar. Yeah, there we go. Let's get her open. I don't know why I can't hear that. Oh, I know why you can't hear it. Let me try that again. Yeah, that would definitely make a difference. Let's try that again, folks. Usually I have all that prepared. All right, here we go. Now you can open up better than that. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Oh. Well, you can tell that's live, right? That's how it goes. All right, let's see. Gator, hey, good evening, Gator. Good to see you, brother. Glad you made it, man. Yeah, I hadn't had it set up yet, but I was considering it. Yep. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, crowd's a little loud. Let's get them a little bit further away. Yeah, there we go. Can you turn on some background music? Maestro, if you would. Let's see. Start out real low. Work it in. I think that's about what was said last time. All right. Let me get something else set up here. Put a link up to come up here. I don't know if Mr. Reese will be joining us. It'd be nice. He's always more than welcome. All right. Let's see here. Yeah. I just got to remember how to work everything here. My memory kind of went out there for a minute. Start of the show. All right, let's try that right there. Yeah. That's pinned at the top and it's in the chat. Yeah. Oh hell yeah, Gator. Right on, man. Hey man, you work to keep your channel and all that going, man. Hell yeah. Might have some changes coming. Might. I keep saying that, but you know, I keep telling you that woman in the background. There he is, Mr. Reese. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, Friday night. Why the hell not? Friday the 13th. he he laughed evilly. Right on, man. Right on. Yeah, that crowd does seem a little loud in my ear. A little lower. Yeah, there we go. Push her table a little further, a little further. Yeah, there we go. They said something about here. It says add music to your streams and recordings using one of our royalty-free tracks. You won't have any copyright issues on the social platforms. Want to bet? Because you can also put in your own stuff. I forget how long it can. There's a limit. Welcome aboard. We got a few up here tonight. It's Friday night. Why the hell not, right? Let's see. I'll bring that background back a little bit later. Let's put a different one up there. There we go. I think there's a little boat that follows right after. Yeah, there it is. Difference between sails and motor. Yeah. And I'm the one that'll pick up the cat, the black cat, and pet it. Yep. And usually it'll come to me too. Cats can sense people. I'm going to find a different genre. I'm going to find some rock that I won't get slammed for. I'm wondering if it's without the vocals. Find some off-brand band, something like that. Who knows? There's that winch again in the background. I don't know if I'm up to her tonight, boys. Yeah, it does. That winds tonight are crappy, man. They tried to snow. The wind said, nah. Guys, it was too warm. Too warm to stick to anything. If it's stuck, it melts. This cat is obsessed. Yeah, move on. Yeah, there you go. Don't even think about it. She's starting to look at that amp, and she goes from that amp to on top of my table. And her and I have been battling since she got here about getting on top of my table. Because it's cluttered. I'll admit it. Cat's not a clean freak. No. But I'm not a slob either. There's nothing deteriorating, let's put it that way. Oh, he didn't get none of that here in mystery. I tried, and it just booted out. It did show it dipping once it got past us, though. Yeah. Yep. That's to punish Ohio, Pennsylvania. Yep. I tell you, I had one hell of a time in Pennsylvania. I only spent a weekend there. My God. I went to this party, and I'm so glad they did it. There was like 5 different girls there, and they were sitting right in front of me, talking to me because my accent was so much different than that Pennsylvania Dutch. Yeah, but that Pennsylvania Dutch accent. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, it's kind of like it's German actually. People don't know. I don't know if a lot of people know that. Yeah. But still, it's so cute. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm gonna stop making so many AI clips as I run out in the first week or so of the month. Yeah, I'm coming up on a birthday here in what? 10 days. Yeah, 10 days. Happy birthday to me. I'll probably, I don't know if I'll do a show that night or knock it into the weekend. Oh, no, it's going to try. Get out, cat. We're going to have it out. We're going to have it out. Yeah, we're going to have it out, ain't we? Uh-huh. She smells something. One of her snacks. I give her to her in the morning, and that's it. After that, she thinks she has to live off of that. You gotta watch giving cats treats, man. They get addicted. I swear it's like a drug to her. Hard telling. Well, hey, I'm gonna have to pause for a minute. Everything's gonna stay running. Stay good, stay clean. I will be right back. Welcome aboard. Captain will return in just a couple of moments. right. Yeah, hang on, folks. I gotta get my earpiece in. Yeah, it's gonna keep a lot of the echo crap out of it. I hope. Yeah, oh, not manage layouts. No. There we go. I hit the right one. We got the echo cancellation on, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Welcome back. Rhythm and blues in the background. And that cackling winch. Oh, I didn't like that. No, I think I don't like that track. Because I've heard it bunch up a couple times too. I got another one that's pretty much the same place, I believe. Let's try this one. Might be a quieter crowd. We'll see. All right. What have we been on? 18 minutes. Oh, wow. That went fast. All right. Gonna give a shout out to Hassel. Yep. She might just be watching. Give her a thumbs up there if you get a chance, girl. Let's see. Who else? Give a shout out to Dirty Mike. Yep. It taught me quite a bit. I still haven't gone viciously after him. I tried to convince him we had to make a Canada versus U.S. You don't know how many. We'd be rolling in the dough, man. He'd have clips, I'd have clips. I believe he'd be embarrassed, but oh well, you know. That's too much work, you know. What else you got to do? Shout out to AC and the Shit Show. Go there. You can observe, but say hi. But I wouldn't go any further than that. I'd kind of leave him alone. Another shout out to JB. Yeah. They're on the Isle of Wight. I stopped making that mistake of saying he was in the Isle of Wight, because he's not in the island. He's on the island. You ought to be cultivating the outdoors dirt here pretty soon. Well, there was a little glitch in my audio. That's all right. He said I got one more. Got 3 of them there. I loaded up. Minutes of not bad manners, just good rum and good Coca-Cola. In my local liquor store, he jacks up the price on everything, and he lowered the price of cigarettes per carton there for a little while, and then he jacked it right back up. Well, he loses out on both. Just so happens one of my housemates here, where that person works, is right next door to a liquor store that sells cheaper. Yeah, it's not a problem. It works out. It's not always going to work out. You know. Those five over there. It's a better crowd there in the background. Welcome aboard to those who are new here. Or if you're just returning back again, see something in chat. Yeah, my mom started going backwards after. No, I don't remember. I think she hit 30 and she started going backwards. Only for a little while, and then she couldn't stop because her son already knew how old she was. Yeah, 50. That was a while ago. Almost 15 years ago. Started drinking about that time. Yeah, I didn't drink hardly at all. Sometimes it was years before. It seemed like every time I drank, I had one huge fucking hangover. I didn't know how to drink. I learned how to drink, and then I got an OVI a year or two later. There you go. Just roll it over. Yep. Me too, man. Hell, I'd lose almost 20 years. But I ain't fooling nobody. Not the way this old man looks. I'm not going to be 40 or 46. No, 56 it would be. My bad. I couldn't get away with it. Unless I took all the white off my face, maybe. Yeah, kept a nice, clean baby face. But the mustache will never go. And that would be a big giveaway. I don't know. I had to refigure that. Yeah, 56. The only ones you can are the double digit ones, 66, 77, 88. Yeah, you can't do that. 55, you can't either. Yeah, me too. I'd be real happy if mine was 25 again. Oh my God. That was about the time I headed north. Oh yeah. Yeah, I would have, like a rock. Yep. Yeah, that crowd gets a little loud. That's all right. How's the noise ratio? Bar, music, me. I got a feeling you'd tell me if someone's a little too off there. Just checking. Audio check. Yeah, I think by the end of the month I'm going to try to quit smoking cigarettes. Still, it's in my head. I'm thinking that I can this new medical plan I've got coming. I'm going to be able to buy. If I can get Nicorette, I can quit. Yep, I can. I almost did on it one time, but it got real expensive real fast, and I couldn't find a healthcare plan that would pay for it. They'll pay for that. I can't do patches. They give me a rash. It burns. You know, I tried. I'll get that inner hyperness will kick up. All right, sir. You take your time. I'll still hang out. Hell yeah. Yeah, like I was saying before, anybody else got a subject you want to talk about? Bring it up. But I must warn you, we aren't political here. I won't have that, and I won't be religious either. You know what they say? You never know who you're going to offend unless you know the room. Yeah, Banner says it all. That's right, we're pirates, for fuck's sake. Get over it. Yep. And I'll remind everybody about the next one. Hell yeah, we'll have a later night then. Gator's going to come up after he's done doing his thing. Take your time, Gator. Don't got to reply or anything. Your hands may be even wet. Don't worry about it. I know you're hanging in there. That's right. I'm in Michigan. Yes, I do smoke. I've been smoking marijuana for over half a century now. And I did have one guy try to pull a mutiny on me because he'd had too much to drink. And he did take a short walk off the bloody plank. Gator. All right, man. All right, take your time, bro. Yeah, that's enough of the banners. Let's get them out of there. Oh, how come that stopped? For some reason they start real low. Okay, I see. That's the loop. I got a feeling somebody did like I want to do to a local bar. Walk in with a recorder going. Don't act like you're pointing at anybody, just hanging on to it. Set it down in the bar and let it keep recording. Just the audio. Edit out where you order your drink. Oh, hell yeah, Gator. Cool, man. You could even post a link in here. You could, and it'll show up in blue, man. You're a mod. Any of my mods can post links to anything they want to in here, as long as it's legal. Yeah. Now remind my audience that I do not bring anybody up on panel that I don't know or doesn't post in the chat, so we can check out who that is. So if you're a newbie and questionable, we may just leave you there. They're in the basement, waving. Hey, I want up. You just started your channel 2 days ago. What's up with that? Who would want to do that? And you're not subscribed? Yeah, I can imagine. Shout out to Gregory. Oh yeah, Gregory. I've seen you. You don't post a whole lot, but you can get at least a couple a week out of me and you, I think. No, Mr. Reese, that's not how it's done. You have to go to his channel. His channel, not us. You have to go to specifically his channel. Go up to the top right, hit the little dots there. And where it says share, hit share. And it'll come up where you could share it with your different formats. And there's also one that says copy link. Hit copy link. And come back into here. Okay, never mind. I want to shut up now. I kind of thought you knew that. Copy and paste it in here. It'll show up blue. Yeah. Gator Sky Exploration. Only one I see coming out of, I believe it's New Mexico. Beautiful desert lands there, if you like it. But I was in Phoenix for a summer. There you go, Mr. B. See how that came up blue? That's how it's done. That's right. I used to do that on a couple other channels, post other people's links for the audience. Yeah. Was even giving them at least, $5 a month, Then they let one little peckerhead ruin it. Okay. Well, there's prices to pay for that. And every day they pay for it. Believe you me. Because I know what algorithms do. Yep, exactly. And when you rally enough people, you can just point them. Here's another one to adjust the algorithm there. Yeah, I'm a little over 200 subscribers. Thank you very much, each and every one of you. We appreciate it. Welcome aboard. I see there's more than 3 of us up here, so I always count one. I see 4, so. Shout out to Action Adventure Twins. You like to watch guys explore the caves? It's a wonderful place. And let's welcome aboard Mr. Reese. Mr. Reese.
What's up?
Right. Hey, man, I'll show my face too. Yeah, there we go. That's the rule. Captain shows his face if the crew does. Why not? Otherwise, it's odd, You're talking to an emblem, and I'm talking to a person. Anybody else comes up bored, let me know in chat because I just went full screen so I can see everything that's going on. That way I can get facial expression off Mr. Reese too.
I'm so glad it's Friday. Goodness.
Oh, hell yes. I bet you are, man.
Oh, it was a long week. I tell you what. Jeez.
It did seem kind of long. It did. Because of the weather change, I think. You know, kind of looped around on us.
Yeah, I know we go from damn near 70 on Monday to now.
26. Yeah, I got down to 26. Yeah.
And you put in we were having wind gusts up to like 60 miles an hour today.
Yeah, they somewhere with these, because they've got like two brand new double wides parked not far from here. One fairly close, and they have some of that. I don't know. It's that plastic tubing. Hell, it's got to be that big around, you know. And it blew out from underneath there and didn't make it to the creek. Luckily, one of the electrical boxes from an empty lot stopped it. But it's sitting there, yeah. I hang a rug off this back rail. I see it went. I got to go out there tomorrow and pick it up. I let the weather clean my rugs that I keep right here under my feet. It's cheaper than taking them to the laundromat because I would never, ever put them in a washer here. We have a washer and dryer.
Right. No, you start clogging the crap out of stuff that way.
Mm-hmm. That's right. They are badass, man. Action adventure twins. They go into some deep fucking places, man. And what I'm surprised is that they don't find. You'd think that they'd have at least a metal detecting wand in their hand for gold detection. Just a hand one. They could run the cord down their damn sleeve, and I think you can get them waterproof too, so you can go underwater with them and shit. Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, because they're either in the water or they're where you see where the water's poured out and it's come down, boom, 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 made its own fucking spillway, you know, for gold.
Yeah, it's like a naturally made sleuth box.
Yeah, sleuth. That's what I was thinking. A natural sleuth. That was.
Yeah.
Listen, that word. Yeah, I watched enough of Parker. I watched enough of him and Tony Beats. Yeah. Parker Schnabel and Tony Beats. Yeah.
You ever watch Dan Hurd?
Oh yeah, Dan Hurd is the man. He's the he understands the geology of the terrain, and that's all the knowledge there. That's what Parker does when he goes and looks for places, because he has that geology understanding. You know, where you got certain levels, and where quartz is, nearby quartz is always where gold is. You start finding quartz, there's gold beneath it. Because gold is heavier than quartz. And quartz likes to bundle up, you see, and it's very smooth usually. It slides off from the gold, so it'll be below the gold, below the quartz. I watched enough Dan Hurd, yep.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's funny too.
Yeah, he is.
Goofy old guy.
A rich son of a bitch. Yeah.
For sure.
I don't think his YouTube are paying him the money he's making finding. No. What he's finding it far exceeds it, especially like over $5,000 an ounce now. Oh my God! I remember when it was below 1,000.
Yeah, back in the day when you wish you bought.
Yeah, no doubt. No freaking doubt.
Yeah, he does a lot of. They do a lot of rock shows too. They travel around and do a lot of gem shows and stuff like that. So
yeah, and geode sometimes the right kind of geode will pay you good money.
Yeah.
Oh, up there, up north, I think it's just south of Picture Rocks. There's supposed to be some geo mining going on there, but
Yeah, there's a few places.
you really got to be careful where you go. You know,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially on that land.
absolutely.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get in
'cause
trouble. A lot of those beaches, you can't even take stone. You're not even supposed to take driftwood off the beaches up there.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Oops.
yep.
Sorry, Pictured Rocks. I never took a stone off of one of your beaches.
I knew a guy that had an entire had to be like 6 acres, man, of fencing all the way around that was all made out of. It had at one time been waterlogged tree trunks and the roots, and that was the fence. And they were piled on top of each other. Had to be at least 8 foot. You
That'd
could
be
not.
pretty sweet.
You could not. You couldn't penetrate it, man. A
That'd
squirrel
be,
maybe, woodchuck maybe, but anything bigger, you ain't getting through that. No. Then he had like a steel gate that had to be at least 2.5 to 3 inch tubing for the steel gate, vertical and horizontal. Man, he made sure it was an impenetrable fortress. Basically, he called it a compound. He was what you call I'm trying to think of the word. He was what you call a front to militia, basically. He was a front. The real militia, you don't know. Your neighbor could be part of it. You don't go to meetings. You do communicate with higher ups, and that's it, man. I lived in militia country, just outside of Luther, Michigan, and that's where a lot of these go to meeting, put on the camo. Half of them had never been in the military, led by guys who were in the military that were shitbags anyway. You see what I mean? And they're like that. They're like the poster child that we allow to be there. But that's not the real militia, kids. That's not really the militia. The militia is the people. I have said this before, and I'll say it again. There are over 14 million hunters / veterans in this country that are well armed. Some overly armed. If 5 states of the hunter veterans got together, just 5 of us, it would be the largest armed force on planet Earth.
true.
They'd be singularly armed, but armed nonetheless. That's what Russia and China fear. They can't infiltrate us with a huge force because all of a sudden they would call all arms. And once they call all arms to the front, I don't think they realize what they'd be up against, dude.
If they turn around and go home, they'd be like, fuck that.
There's 50,000 lined up here, and there's 200,000, and then 4 million, and then 15 million behind that. I think they would go, "Oh fuck! Look at the trouble we're having with a few 100,000." That's what it becomes. But all they have to do, the government has to now announces all arms. That's the 2 words, all arms. Is all you have to hear. The president knows that. On down. If they call all arms, that means you and me. Now, if you want to and you're willing to, It's all volunteer, but your country desperately would need you.
Yeah, just go out and patrol the neighborhood, make sure there ain't no trouble.
It wouldn't be like that, man. Once you join up with one, you end up with 5. Then you're in 20, and then you're 100, and then there's somebody. Hey, you guys need to go here, or there, and then you get further instruction. It's not like you say, okay, lock and load, let's go. No, coordination is the key to it all. The British didn't realize that. See, the British would stand in the fucking line formation, and we'd stand behind the fucking tree shooting these some bitches down in a line. You know, it only made sense. You know?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, put yourself out in the open. What do you think's going to happen?
Exactly. But they were so used to this proper way of doing war, it was like, no, we want you the fuck out of here. That's the kind of war we're having. And the Brits didn't get it till it was too late.
The beginning of guerrilla warfare.
Exactly. I gotta go signal some people about something. So I just saw something pop up. Oh, no, wrong. All right. There we go. All set. Get my son on a warrant. Somebody just popped up live, and I said, "Here he is again." Yeah, that's all I gotta do is. Then one tells 2, 2 tells 5, 5 tells. Yeah. Algorithms, dude. Algorithms.
For sure.
I'm telling you. Shouldn't have pissed me off, motherfucker. But the problem is it's a 2-party channel that we're rallying against silently. One of them's cool as hell. The other one's a fucking dumbass.
All right.
That's just, and he's the one who's been impartial. But the cool one just hasn't paid attention.
Yeah, that's usually the best way to do it. Don't start no trouble and you don't get no trouble.
Yeah, well. Shouldn't have been prejudiced. Because somebody that was popular for the moment there, and now he barely does anything unless it's, I'm not going to say because everybody will be able to figure him out, but hey, I think he's a kitty diddler. I really do, because of this shit he does. Yep. I think he's a kitty diddler. Well, we won't know till probably after he's gone. Anyway. Let's see here. Yeah. Change that background. Let's get the wave in the background. That one's always cool, too. Yeah. There it is. Yeah, we'll put that one. There we go.
Looks nice and warm.
Exactly. And it's calming, you know. I keep wanting to see that moon, though, come down below, down to the horizon. But, I think it might have been just moonshine that I popped in for a short video. They're starting to charge everything for everything you get online now. Even pics like that.
No surprise.
Little videos where they want you to sign up to their website before they'll let you take anything.
Right.
Motherfuckers. Damn, that's highway piracy, damn it.
Yeah, and you know most of this crap that people are charging for, it's all just AI generated stuff that they did for free.
Yeah, I know. The clips that I have, I haven't really put many out, but the ones I have, they're all right. But I just like after this show, I won't tell it to generate because then I've only got like one or two more that I can do that with. Unless like five people pop up here tonight, you know. But that's not about to happen. These people are looking for drama, not reality. Unless that reality is somebody who's full of drama.
That's what it seems to be anymore.
Yeah. They want the
Not
controversy.
drama. Not drama. They don't want anything to do with it.
Nope. This cat is persistent tonight. She keeps wanting to hop up there, man. You and me, you ain't gonna be in here tonight. I'm gonna shut my door tight. That way she won't come in. Because I know her.
Our cat. We shut the door with our cat. He just sits outside the door and he puts his paws under the door and just starts going.
Yeah, tearing shit up. I know. Yeah.
Open up the door and kick him in his ass. Get the hell out of here, cat.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that tonight. Kick her out of here. I've done it a few times. No problem. Yeah, let's leave that one going. Let's.
Got enough snow out here already, covering the grass again.
Yeah, there's no snow here, man. Let me look up. No, it's black, so yeah, there's no snow out there, man.
It's coming down pretty good out here right now.
Yeah, not here. Enjoy over there on the east side of the state.
Yeah. That's where it was hitting mostly. I think above Flint, more above Flint and above is the ones that got it the worst.
Yeah.
I think there was parts of the UP that were actually, there was some places they were calling for like up to 18 inches of snow up there.
Yeah, I saw that. They were getting.
I'm like, hell no. I'd be pissed. Like, get out of here.
It's like I know at probably around 4:30 in the morning. If I call an old boss of mine, he'll be in his truck plowing.
Right.
He likes what he does. He has everything right there at his fucking thumbs. You know, answer his phone or call. He can do that vocally. Call, blah blah blah. You know.
Right.
He doesn't have to take his hands away from the steering wheel or the plow control. Yeah. I think
plowing's okay, but
if I'm up that early, I think I'll give him a call.
Yeah, I plowed for a couple years. I mean, it's not bad, but it's a lot of hours, a lot of pushing snow.
Yeah, I did it for a few years.
Yeah.
But where I did it was privately. Me and a friend of mine, I'd take his plow truck, he'd bring his tractor. It was 6.5 miles one way, snaking through this area where it was a trailer park, but not really. Everybody had like a 1/4 acre. So, in between driveways was far, and usually it was one to the left, one to the right, one to the left, about every eighth of an acre, and one pass was 6.5 miles. I had to make at least 5 to 6 passes, depending on how deep it was, through that whole thing. And what my friend did with his tractor, he had a front blade and he had a back blade, and he'd clear out of the driveways.
Right on.
It'd take us 8 to 9 hours to do. I'd make $600 to $800. He'd make double that. Because what it was, I agreed. I'd get a third, A third would go back into the business, and then my friend got a third. Yep, it worked out great for a few years, man. I made good money on the real snowy winters. Oh man.
Shit, $600 for 8, 9 hours of work. That's good money.
Oh yeah, that was real good money, man. I like it, but I wouldn't come back for because in this area, it'd snow like that, and then it wouldn't snow like that for another 2-3 weeks. That was all right, because they'd let it get 4 inches on there, because everybody there had 4-wheel drive. They'd let 4 inches get there, but it started getting above that. Yeah, they'd give my friend a call, and he'd call me and say, "You ready?" Yeah, well, I'll pick you up at 2:30, and away we'd go.
Right.
And by the time 6:30 came up, everybody's rolling out to go to work, and their road and the end of their driveway's clear. We did a few driveways too, but he got paid separately for that.
Right. Yeah, we got a landscaper that just moved right across the street from us, kind of on an angle from us. He does plowing. Told the wife, I said, I think next winter I'm gonna have to talk to him and be like, hey, throw you $25 if you want to come back straight my driveway for me.
How long is your driveway?
Oh, it ain't nothing. Big enough to fit 2 cars in. And you got a little bit more room.
But how long?
Oh, it's not that long.
But you see, here's the thing. 25 is cheap. That's real cheap.
Technically, all he'd have to do is he'd probably have to drop his blade and maybe go 25 feet till he hit the road.
That's cheap, man, nowadays. What you do is you say, hey, neighbor, what would you charge me? And then listen, because he may say 40, and that may be generous.
Right.
No,
the funny
really.
thing is, he actually mows where I work. He actually mows our lawn at where I work. So I talk to him all the time. I see him at work. He comes every Tuesday, and he'll stop and chat, and we'll say what's up and stuff. So he might give me a good deal.
Well, yeah, he would. Yeah,
we'll see.
He should. But I wouldn't call out a price. I'd say, hey man, you know me from there and right here next door. What would you charge a guy like me?
Yeah, it's pretty much what I do. I just go down and be like, hey man, how much?
And what you may find is him say, you know what? I'll come in 15 minutes early and I'll just hit it because you're a neighbor.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Some landscapers are very, very giving, man. The one I worked for was.
Yeah, he's a pretty nice guy from what I know. I mean, from what I've talked to him, he seems pretty chill. Him and his dad own the company. Well, his dad started the company, but his dad's, I think, 70, 71 or 72. And that old guy, he's still on that 360 mower, just jumping around in the lawn, mowing away.
The guy I worked for, he had a stepson, Apollo Hessel was his name. He died back in February. I didn't find out till about less than a week ago. I knew his kidneys were going to go on him. And just so he was 30 years old. Had a wonderful wife and a couple of kids. Yeah.
Crazy.
It's so sad to see him go.
Yeah, I mean, you never know anymore nowadays. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. You never know.
All right, Gator just shot a message, said that he's going to get his stuff straight and be coming in a few minutes. So.
Yeah. I see that.
I guess. Oh, all right. I didn't know if I forgot you got your phone. I kept my phone on so I could see messages too. I forget you always have your phone down there too.
Oh yeah, all the time. Yep. Yeah, it's sitting right. I'll just pick it straight up from where it's at, and you'll be able to see how it's right there.
Yeah.
But I got a paper towel under it. Yeah, that's what that is right there in the corner. Yeah, right there in that. This corner. Yeah, that corner. That's what that is. That's my phone. Yep.
Try to remember later on tonight before I go to sleep. I need to go in and get his email. I need to send him an email so I can get him my address. Start sending some stuff back and forth. Be cool.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
I know he'll send some pretty cool stuff. I'd love to cut some of his rocks, polish them up. Be cool. Be fun.
Oh, yeah. You know they'll inspect it. Postal Service will look at it because they're rocks, and those show up on as a solid mass on
Right.
X-ray, and they'll just do it to confirm that's a rock, that's a rock, that's a rock. Somebody sending somebody rocks, and sometimes they'll just swab the inside of the box for anything. And nothing
Fine
comes.
with me. There ain't gonna be nothing in there but rocks.
Right, right. Oh, I and Gator know that, right? But you know, it'll get flagged because there'll be, however many stones there will be, there'll be that many dark spots on the X-ray. Oh, yeah. They'll want to look at it. Yeah. But they'll look at it and close it back up. Okay. You know, they'll do their little inspection. You see that too many times on border crossings. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the series is, I catch them every now and then. People try some of the stupidest things.
Oh yeah, I watch them all the time. You can find their channel on YouTube. It's just
you could not pay me enough money to risk that. I'm sorry, but no, not from what I've seen. Because they can strip you down and put you in a paper fucking suit and have you step into an X-ray and check your body too, you know.
Oh yeah.
Why risk it?
Back in the day, you could get away with it, but with the technology now, there ain't no way.
Yeah, you know, and that's what I tell people about stealing, because I remember back when they first came out with these better cameras for Las Vegas, and they were showing just how close up they could get. And they wanted to watch not only the players, but the dealers. Sometimes you get a dealer who knew how to do sleight of hand shit, and they were catching each and every one of them because all they got to do is, well, let's take it from another angle at that exact time, and you watch it spin around, and then slowly edge, and you could see him pass a card under his sleeve, or cup a card, or every little trick they understood, because what they had were people who had already been caught. Now advisors, see what I mean?
Oh,
showing them all the little tricks that they could use.
They like to hire the crooks.
Well, yeah, it pays better actually. It pays better actually.
Our government does the same thing. They bust all these big people that go in and hack big companies. They literally hire these hackers to say, okay, I want you to come here and I want you to hack into our system.
Yes.
And they'll hack into the system. And they're like, okay, now these guys are getting paid good money now. Instead of being thieves, they're getting paid by the government. And they're saying, here's your weak point. This is how I did it. This is how you fix it.
Yep. This is how you put a barrier against it.
Which is kind of scary in a way, because now that hacker just told you the way to fix it. So now he knows the way around it again.
Right. But they pay him enough money that he never tries to go back to that. Yeah.
Well, and
it's like with me and locksmithing. I could break into anywhere, but they don't keep real money out. I'm not you know what I'm saying? And it would be stupid to take merchandise, because eventually it's going to link back to you. But if I work as a locksmith, I make pretty good money.
Right.
See what I mean? And I would rather do that and not never end up in jail or on a watch list.
Yeah.
I
I
could
don't,
right now though. I could train some.
I don't know what the
I could train young adults how to get in and out of places so fast, but eventually it would come back to me. That's who taught me how to do it. And guess what?
somebody would talk.
Then I do time for what some stupid ass did. So no, I don't. Locks are meant. You know what locks are for? Locks are for the stupid ones. Leave them there.
Yeah, I watch. I don't know his name, but I see him all the time on YouTube.
Yeah,
He
lock
actually-
picking, lock picking lawyer.
Maybe he like gets into people's cars and stuff.
Oh, I don't know about cars, but yeah,
No,
I
it's
know.
like people.
This guy, he gets different padlocks, different lock assemblies for houses and stuff, and he shows you how to pick them and open them up. But also, he has all the tools for picking them, even the round type. You know, like pop machines have
Right.
that round type. How to pick them as well. Yeah. There are tools out there, but here's the thing: they don't tell you. Go ahead and order one of them tools. Hey, here's Gator. We're gonna bring him up.
Hey guys,
Gator, what's up, man? Good to see you.
good. Thank you. How you doing, Mike? How you doing, Captain?
I'm doing great, man.
Good.
All right.
I'm here in my art room this evening. I've been washing them rocks I got about 3-4 hours ago, and so I'll give you a little tour of my little art room here. But I just barely got it together a couple of months ago. I have to get it packed up and moved here because of a story now because I'm going to be doing a move at the end of the month. But here's my desk.
I'm trying to adjust his mic.
Most of my work. Got some else down here. Got my projects up here that I've done. There's the tools. And I got this table here. I've used it. I got that here. Got my supplies. Another supply space up here. My decorations. The guitar. And these are the rocks that I already have separated and collected and ready for use or collecting right here. All these shelves are just loaded. And rock, arrowhead. But yeah, and I got the big ones down here. Look at this one. This is a Septurian nodule.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
Oh yeah.
yeah, here's the rocks I was doing tonight. We got quartz right here, translucent. Got petrified wood. And got some randoms right here. I've already washed these ones. And here's my little basket full of them that need to be washed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you were playing around.
Yeah.
You've been busy.
Yeah. So, right on.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
most of the day here. Been a good day. We had probably about 65 degrees weather, lightly little bit of wind, but clear skies all day. It was Clear skies, nice and bright.
Better than us. We're sitting at about 27 with 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, we had quite the wind force here. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to show you guys this one project that I done a while back. You guys will love the shit out of it. It's rock faces, all natural. This is,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
I seen rock like that up in the northern part of our southern peninsula.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Just like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I had you on solo so you could show us all. Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Here's some new sandstone that I got.
Oh, yeah, show us some more.
Let's see.
That's layered like that. Yeah, hell yeah.
And then I got the chunks. And then we got the really raw salt. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, like the stripes in that. Yeah.
Yeah. This could be an ashtray eventually.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. That's cool as hell. Man, we could highlight it for you.
Let's see. We get some light on this.
Gator. Oh yeah.
And then the other side is my birthday year on the other side.
75. I was 14 then.
This is petrified wood on a river rock.
Yep, I was a stoner then. Yep. Hell yeah.
I also do weaponry with wood, hardwood, driftwood, but this here is called gash. I'll show you why. It has a gash on it. See right in the middle? Goes to a point, to the gash, to the point.
Looks like a gigantic porcupine needle.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. Yeah. Porcupine needles are kind of like that.
Big old
Because
person.
a lot of people don't know what a porcupine gets in your dog's face and shit like that.
Yeah.
You don't just pull them out. You'll pull a shitload of meat out if you do it. What you have to do is cut one end off, snip them off of wire cutters, and then and then you have to twist them to get them out.
Yeah, I've had to take them out of my dogs, man. You got to clip the tips or the back ends, get the pressure off, and then you can pull them out. But I had a child that became a porcupine killer. The more porcupines she got hold of out in the country, the less quills she come back with until she was a pro at it by her third or fourth one.
Yeah.
I got another weapon here that my friend made me. He's a welder, and I had this big wrench that came off the drilling rig, and then I have a saw blade. But here's what he made right here. He welded it right on. And it still spins. It still spins. But yeah, that's my recent weapon. It's a whacker. Have it right here on my next to my guitar.
Ready for the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, it would work great. Yeah,
Hey, I've got double machetes. All I got to do is stand up and I can grab 2 machetes ready to go. Yep. That's the way it's been for a while.
More of that close quarters.
I'm going to have to step away for just a second. Nature calls.
all right.
I'll be right back.
We'll be here. So what's been going on, Mike? Just been working, just middle of the week. Well,
Staying busy, you know,
yeah,
working and paying bills.
good. Right on. We're getting ready to move. That's going to be my next big project. By the last week of this month, I'll be moving down to a bottom floor, which is what we really wanted. But it's 2 complexes away, so it's within walking distance from here. And then I get a bottom floor. That's going to really help out my wife and I to not worry about these steps because she has problems with them, but I don't. You know, other than carrying shit up and down it like my bike at least a couple times a day.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
So the last week of this month, that's my
Sad.
project.
So the older you get, the more it hurts.
I got some help though. Got my boy and a friend or 2 of his that are going to come help me for 2 days, get the big stuff, and then the rest I could handle.
Right on. Well, at least you got some help.
Yeah.
It's always nice.
My boy's 32, so he's young, dumb, full of muscle. No,
Yeah.
he's not dumb. He's kind of, he's pretty alright, but
My oldest, he'll be 28 this year, so
oh,
Get a new piece in here.
28, and then I got one that's going to be 22 or 23, 24.
wow. My oldest is 33 or 34. I
Yeah.
only have 2.
They get where you feel old.
Yeah.
I said every year you guys get older, I just feel that much older.
you gotta see it from this mountain.
Just remember one day, remember when I changed your diapers, you're going to have to do that to me pretty soon.
Uh-oh. We don't want to see none of that anyway. We're single.
Too late.
I know. Don't want to get no long-term memory looks about that. No. That was in Cool Hand Luke. You want any long-term memory looks, stares at it, you going to pay a little extra. Shit. Those are the days.
Yeah.
Yeah, times will be changing. They do change about every 25 to 30 years, man. Shit changes.
Yeah, this little small town, it don't see changes not that soon or often, but we only got like maybe 4,000 people in this town, maybe, and that's giving it a little bit there. But like we don't hardly see change. This place has been the same little town. It's been for 20 years, 30. Hey, but we got us a McDonald's now. They put in a McDonald's this last winter, and that's I guess that's a step up.
No shit.
No, I don't eat there personally, but I guess there's a big enough population for McDonald's when we move in. this place is like heavily relied on the oil field. Most of people's income derived from some part of that in our economy here, but the oil field ain't kicking right now, man. It's been
Oh, shit.
now it's just all maintenance mostly.
I keep trying so hard to adjust his microphone settings, and I just can't. I'm hearing him, some of it, but not all of it.
Oh, is it better? Should I get closer?
No, I
Let me see if I could come in. Okay.
didn't understand that at all.
I'm going to try and come in on another device.
All right. And because your audio's, it's like your microphone is almost right up to your mouth. And no matter how low, I put echo to it. Reduce the mic.
Is that better?
Can't really tell.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and come in on another device.
He doesn't have an earpiece. Earpiece in, Reese?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah, it doesn't show, but I got it right there. Yeah. I think he'll come back. He's
Yeah,
gonna
it was
jump
like
on
when I was using my computer microphone, though, I was really low.
Yeah. But he sounded muffled constantly,
Yeah, I think it's just his microphone's not picking up everything depending on the angle of his phone. So
Right.
He does have some pretty cool rocks, though. I'm jealous.
Oh yeah, man. That's why I highlighted him. Hell yeah, put him up there. Oh, yeah. He'll be back.
For sure.
Let's see here. What can I smoke? I got a couple pre-rolls left. Yeah, why not one of those? Yeah, this is Raspberry Bliss, Bubble Hash infused pre-roll. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
It ain't very big. Looks like half a joint. Put it in the background so you can see. Yeah, about half a joint there. Yeah, that's sort of like. Yeah. Wasn't very expensive though. I bought 5 of them. Yeah, I got one more of those cranberries left.
Oh, that one that you were smoking. What was that? Monday or Tuesday night? Monday night.
This is Friday. Yeah,
I think
it was Monday or Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Night.
Wednesday night was the last time show.
Oh shit! Captain's gonna go down.
The wife was at bingo. I'm like, wait, it wasn't that long ago. It was Wednesday night because I came up because the wife was at bingo.
Yep, that's right. Yeah. I save all these. I have a plastic bag hanging in my closet full of these, and the singular joint holders, and God, one day I'm going to find a use for it.
Yeah, I mean, I actually have some of them. I got them from my kid, and what I did was I took cotton balls and I mixed them up with Vaseline, and then I stuffed them down in there because it's when you close that, it's like waterproof, so it's great for fire starter. Vaseline with cotton ball will burn for a long time.
Hell yeah! Yeah, I might put 1 or 2 of those in that ammo can I got from you.
Yeah, I've used them too. Like you can fit like probably maybe 10, 15 little 22 shells in one of them. Something that you can just dip into your back pocket and have some extra 22 shells on you.
Oh hell, I've got containers that'll hold 45s. That's without saying anything, that'd be better.
Right?
.45 shells, but easy. I've got some that'll hold shotgun shells. I have a friend who has, I think now he has 4 of these barrels that load onto his shotgun, and they're 50 rounds barrel that load on, like an old Tommy gun. Remember them?
Yep.
They had that barrel clip. Their shotgun, the 50 round shotgun shells, and it's all semi-auto. Boom, 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 boom. But you pull the trigger, one goes off.
Problem is it's gonna take a hell of a man to be able to freaking launch 50 12 gauge shells. I mean, your shoulder's gonna be beat to shit after that.
That's why you wear it's body armament, but it's also a heavy padding on your dominant side.
Right.
It'll absorb a lot of it, man. Especially gel. Gel will absorb the crap out of it.
Yeah, I've been looking at one. I was thinking about getting. It looks like it's a 12 gauge, but it looks like a bullpup. It's just a real short. Looks like a bullpup rifle, and it's a 7+1, so it's 8 rounds, full semi-auto.
Yep.
They're good for home defense.
I still have yet to buy a long range, and that's the last thing I need right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say my
right on, Gator.
But that's probably long range. Probably good for if you know how to shoot it to 250 yards.
That's nothing.
No, how I know. Trust me. There's some of them that reach out and touch you from a mile away.
Yeah, I don't want a 50 cal. No. You hit mile and beyond. Yeah, 50 cal. Otherwise, you're guessing. I hate to say it to all the experts out there, but within a mile, you can get some pretty good rifles that'll hit it within like a 2 to 3 inch pattern, man. Yeah. I showed a friend of mine at 1,100 yards with his AK-47.
Yeah.
He put 2 water jugs up on top of this cement. It's part of culverts and shit. By hell, they had to be 8 foot tall. You go up a ladder and I put them both up there. And I told him this. I said, first 2 rounds, no problem. 1,100 yards across, and we went from like one corner of his property to the other to hit it. First round, boom, water jug, 1 gallon, boom. Next one, I know I got it to the right, or to the left, just a little bit, and it still spun and. And he looked at me and said, "Dude, I ain't never seen anybody shoot that long of a shot." I said, "The first 2, I'm golden on. After that, they start to veer right. So if I'm shooting left, the next one's going to be dead on."
Yeah, I'd like to get a 6.5 Creedmoor would be nice. Those are good long-range target rifles. They're expensive guns. If you want a nice 6.5, you're looking at probably $1,200.
I'd like to find an old British 7mm.
That'd be nice.
That to me, or a lot of people be surprised. An M14.
Yeah.
M14s were badass in their day. You can find one that the barrel's still straight, which most of them are. I'd love to have one. That's old Marine Corps issue. They issued the M14 and then they issued the M16. I don't know what they issue now, though.
Probably expensive as hell, too. Sure.
Oh, yeah. But, 7mm British. Yep. Because usually the Brits took a little bit better care of their rifles. For some reason. Well, it's because they couldn't. They couldn't have. A lot of them couldn't have them. They had to take them when they weren't hunting. They had to take them back to the local armory. See what I mean? That's why Brits can't go. What do you mean you're gonna let all these foreign fucks in? You see what I'm saying? You've got inflatable rafts, and they're 200 yards out. That's as close as you get.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that the M1 actually shoots at 7.62, huh?
Yes.
1959 to 1964 through 67.
Yep, M1 carbine. Yep.
Effective range up to 500 meters.
But longer if you knew what the hell you were doing. 500 meters was for the average military soldier. Average.
And that's crazy. 700 to 750 rounds a minute. Fully automatic, though difficult to control.
That's why you do them in burst. Yep.
Right. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
Yep. M1 Garand. Yep. Yeah, I was a Marine for a little over 3 years.
Wow, damn. The price of an M14 generally ranges from approximately $1,500 to over $4,000 for the new semi-automatic version. So that's the new version. For the actual originals, they said that they can command prices of $25,000 to over $50,000, depending on the maker and how it looks. Holy shit, dude! $50,000 for a pew pew.
No thanks. I can spend $2,000 or less and get one that'll reach beyond that. Its capabilities and the scope under $2,000. Oh yeah. Right on, Gator. Oh yeah.
Mossberg's a nice 12 gauge.
Yes, it
It's
is. It's one of the premiums.
Oh yeah, they've been around for a long time.
And Benelli is too.
Yeah.
Benelli's a little step above Mossberg, but I know. I only know that because I researched it when I saw it with John Wick. I went Benelli because I hadn't heard of it till then, and then I researched it.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest, you know.
Yeah, another one that makes really nice rifles and stuff is the Henrys. Old Henrys.
Oh, old Henry. Oh yeah.
Those are some expensive guns, but they're nice.
What was that one that mustache guy there shot? Old Magnum PI shot there in Australia. What was that he was using? Remember that? In Australia? He had that guy take a horse and a bucket and go, and he waited till he got to the top of this ridge, and he's like, no way. And he fucking shot it like 3 or 4 times till it blew out of sight.
Yeah, I don't remember. That.
Oh, it had the long range pop-up sight, you know, the ladder sight.
Oh,
Henry repeater. Yep, that was it, wasn't it? Are you googling it?
I'm looking.
Henry repeater.
Well, this one says that he, well, primarily carried a 9mm Colt.
No. Quigley Down Under. That was the movie.
Quigley Down Under.
Yep, that was it. That was the movie. What did he carry? A Henry?
Let's see here. Down Under. He
Quigley
used
Down.
a Shiloh Sharps model 1874
Sharps.
long-range rifle.
Yeah, Sharps. There you go.
Yep.
There you
Chambered
go.
45, 110 caliber with a 34-inch octagonal barrel, double set triggers, and a special rear veneer tang sight. Yeah, they were often referred as the 45 Sharps.
Yep. That was it.
Goop was so awesome.
I love that movie. That was so cool. Took me a minute to remember the name of it. But yeah, there's another Long Ranger. Sharps. Yeah. But I'm telling you, God, I'm trying to remember who it was. There's a certain country that makes some phenomenal long range. And some of them are claiming almost 2,100 yards. That's way the fuck out there.
Yeah, that's putting some lead out there.
Yeah, it's like 1.25 miles, between 1.25 miles and 1.5 miles, I think. Yeah. But they've also got the proper scope. You know what I yet to have seen? And I know they have them, but they're beyond mine. I want AI enhanced scope that can identify.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I trust that yet. I mean, is it going to show you something that you're not supposed to see or that you think you're seeing?
I want infrared, and I also want ultraviolet.
I mean, they do make the infrared and ultraviolet, and
Right,
I mean,
but
they
I want AI combined.
right,
AI smart. Look, they all wear the same hat. They all wear the same boot. That's military or police, kids. See what I'm saying?
right.
You get two of them that are like that, and they're dressed the same, suit and tie with a jacket. Usually detectives or investigators. See what I mean? But you want something that can automatically assess that. I wouldn't mind having something set up automatically 1/2 mile away from my house so that they were coming into that area and they have to deal with the AI robot shit rather than me.
Right.
Yeah, that really isn't that old. Yeah. 15 years, yeah. 400?
Rounds.
Yeah. I don't know. That's about right though. 15 years. You know. I don't know what that would be on an average per year though. Well, let's see. If it was 100 shells over 15 years, Mike's getting the calculator out.
I was gonna say now I got to figure this out. So say 400 divided by 15. That's about 26.6 shots a year.
Yeah, that sounds about right, actually.
That's not too bad. 30 rounds a year.
Yeah, you got to have some to practice. Yeah. Then a few to, then to unload.
It's definitely a lot more than I would have figured.
As long as it's been cleaned more than 15 times. Yeah.
Oh, I clean mine every time mine gets shot. They come home, they get cleaned.
Yeah.
You don't take care of them, they won't take care of you.
Yeah, you don't want pits. Exactly.
And
then
everybody says just
What,
need-
what, depending on the size, for me it would be how many rounds go through it before I'd clean it, so that I know that when that round is going down, it isn't etching the dirt and grit that came off the last 30 rounds or so, and etching that into the edge of the side of the barrel, inside of the barrel. See what I mean?
right.
They used to have this stuff called Swab Quick, and it was in like a tube, and it was like a big swab, big cotton swab, but only one-sided, and you'd unscrew it, open it up, and you could go in your barrel back and forth, and it'd always come out, black in spots,
Yeah, I've got one. I've got 3 different ones. They're called tube snakes is what they're called.
Right.
But it's like a braided cleaner, and it goes through, and it's got a handle, and you just pull it and it rips it right down your barrel.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah,
You got several gauges of wire brush. Yeah, I've seen all those kits. Yeah, been a while, but yeah.
Yeah, I always oil mine up good. Everyone's like, "Oh, you don't need a lot of oil," and I'm like, "No." When I put oil on there, if I think it's enough, I put a little bit more.
They told us in the Marine Corps with the M16. It was called LSA. It's like a white paste, almost like Jack-Off juice. But that's what you use, because you could spot the tiniest black little particle in it.
Right.
That's why they wanted it white. Yep. Yeah, a long time ago. It was in the late 70s.
I was still in diapers. Not really, but
I went in the Marine Corps in May of 1978.
so I'd have been 4 years old, almost 4 years old. How's that make you feel? It's so ridiculous when you think about, I'm going to be 52. What, 66? You said
65 here in about 10 days.
so. 55, and you're going to be. It's like it doesn't make sense until you put it that way. Like I was 4 when you went into the military. I'm like, that's fucked up. It's like, holy, it doesn't seem like that much of a gap until you think of it that way. It's like, holy cow.
Gator was in diapers.
Me and Gator were just starting to learn how to walk.
Let me think now.
Chris is out there with M16s. What the fuck?
My little brother, I changed his diaper in just a minute. I think he was born in 69. Yeah. So I changed his diaper when he was like, 2, 3 years old, so he was diaper trained. Right? That's the age they get diaper. 3, I think you potty train them. I had my little brother believing that because my brother had cross-eye vision. You know what I mean? And lazy eye. That's what it was. They did some surgery, pulled one muscle from one eye to the other one to pull it over, and he wore a patch on his eye. And back then, Remember Steve Austin, the Bionic Man?
No.
I told him that once that patch comes off, let's see if it works.
Oh, jeez, oh, Pete.
Hey, I was fucking with him, you know.
The things we do when we're kids.
I know it. Yeah, well, you fuck with them, you have fun, you know. As long as it doesn't hurt them socially, it gets fun.
Right. Like, dude, you got a robot eye.
They told me, man, you got a bionic eye, man.
You're gonna be able to see through walls.
You'll be able to see all the way past the block down there, man. Oh, yeah, when you get that patch off. And he kept trying. Oh, it won't work.
I got a defective product. Oh, shit. That's funny.
You know, you kids, what the hell? You know?
What are you going to do?
They're your siblings. But what really went bad was if me and my brother ganged up on my sister, I started feeling sorry for her. I had to back off. But here's the thing. Up until he was about 6 years old, she fucked with him. Relentlessly pushed him and bullied him. And he turned 6 and she tried that shit. And it scared me. I had to stop it, man. He jumped up and he grabbed her by 2 handfuls of hair and her ears, pulled her to the ground, and he'd already slammed her 1, 2, and he was going for more. And I stopped him. He was slamming her head to the ground, and she was already.
I think sisters can be more ruthless than brothers.
But from that day on, she left him the fuck alone. She know. I mean, it scared her bad, man, to the point where she never picked on him about nothing. It ended right then and there, man.
Wow.
And she was grateful I stopped him. You know, I don't know what kind of damage he did. Yeah, she's younger than me and older than him, so you know. And she's a little different than him and I. What can I say? What can I say? But her and I share the same dad, where all 3 of us share the same mom.
That's crazy.
And there was a detective here in Kalamazoo City that decided to have a fling with my mommy. He's dead and gone. Nothing can be done. My brother will never be compensated. See what I mean?
Right.
He knows his other brothers. 2 of them. He knows them. They know him. And they look very similar. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I can see where my brother and I, there's a part of us that look alike, but we don't share the same dads or the same morals. That's life, right?
Yeah, that's true.
He's kind of just like his dad.
Sorry, if you see me down there distracted on my phone, I'm just yapping with Gator.
Right on.
Trying to keep in touch with the other man down there.
I'm waiting for there to be a call to shut down all the bridges into New York. That's going to happen while I'm still alive.
It could.
No, they're going to shut it off and say, nothing's coming in, nothing's going out. No. Not unless it's totally, thoroughly searched vetted. Yep. There's going to have to be a line drawn because this son of a bitch is going to empty out everything, every business, and move in all his jihadi. That's what they're doing. Don't you see that? Because everything will be so empty, you'll never recognize that they're occupying this space, that space, this space, that space, this space. You know what I mean? They're so spread out, but the minute they get on the cell phone and go, it's go time. That's what they're doing, man. They're organizing like a military force trying to invade from underneath. I've listened to a lot of YouTubers that have more than 100,000 followers.
It's been happening for a long time.
Yes, it's the long game.
Yep.
With Islam.
Well, yeah, I mean, think about it here. I mean, we got Dearborn. You go to Dearborn, Michigan. I mean, that's all it is.
Yep.
You know, it's like, I think that they're just everywhere. And not to say that in a bad way, because not all of them are bad. I know a lot of them that, you know, run party stores. They're very good people, but it's just like any other race or any other group. There's always going to be bad. There's always going to be good, you know. Doesn't matter who you are. But terrorism is terrorism, especially when you're not from here and you come in the wrong way.
What the fuck, man?
It's raining like hell here.
I am sick. From last year.
It's raining.
We're done here.
Snow?
Yeah, it did it for a few minutes. It looks like it's about over now. Still got the grass covered a little bit out here, but
Man, I could hear it raining hard out there, and now it just stopped. No, there it is.
hopefully this wind will stop. They said it was supposed to die down around 10.
Yeah, it's 10:30 here now, so yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's as bad. We got the freaking old tin roof on our place, dude. It sounded like it was literally going to rip the thing off the roof. It was like, like, holy, what the hell's going on?
You know what we got here, yep. So you know, I hear it.
Yeah.
When it picks up, it keeps picking up and going down and picking up. It's the wind gusts. Yep.
It's like, is my roof going to fly off any minute?
Dorothy, help me, help me. Grab Toto.
Look, honey, I put the skylight in finally. You always wanted to lay in bed and look at the stars? Look, there you go.
We're gonna have to trim a little off the broken edges there, but it'll look nice.
Oh, shit. We'll just order a big piece of plexiglass and put it over the top. And now we're in a fish tank.
Polycarb, because if you use plexi and large hailstones hit it, it'll shatter. Polycarb, it'll hit it and bounce off.
That's true.
And in order to cut it, you almost have to use a very high-speed, thin blade, or a blade that's lubricated at all times while it's cutting it. Yeah, because that's some of the properties of it. It likes to be drawn to the heat and shroud it. That's why there are plastics above polycarb, it's called LexGuard, that when heat hits it, it wants to shroud the fuck out of it. It's bulletproof.
Right.
And then what they do is they put, I want to say, an 1/8 layer over a 1/2 layer, and in between it they have this little rubbery substance that's clear, and then another piece of that rubbery substance, and then the same process, the 1/2 layer, and then the rubbery stuff, and then the 1/8 layer. And what that does is a bullet enters it. And something to do with that rubbery stuff, too. It also triggers a chemical reaction in the next phase while it's getting hot to make it want to really clamor down on the bullet.
Right.
Handguns, close range, where you'd be to rob a place, they can't go through it. High range rifles, way back, as long as it can reach its high velocity. And that's the thing. Close range, it ain't going to do it either. But who's going to walk up with a rifle and try to rob a place close range? You'd have to do it from way back. Or be on the headset going, send a bullet just over his fucking head. And it would. The right round will go through that shit. But can you imagine the money and the time and the effort to rob a place that you're not going to get more than $3,000-$4,000 at best? You see what I mean? So
yeah,
the only ones that are going to rob it are going to be the close-up pistol shooters. Go ahead, shoot, motherfucker. Okay, now they're in the store. Now check this out, the system that I was helping build and fabricate everything to piece it all together. The guy would shoot, and he's inside the store, and you go, fuck you, and he'd shoot. You'd still be standing there going, fuck you. And the dude go to leave, and you reach down. I just hit the fucking lock on the double doors you came in, motherfucker. You ain't going nowhere. You're going to wait. You're going to wait. No, by the way, the doors, that's all that's all polycarb. You're gonna chip it and make cracks in it, but that's all you're getting. You see what I'm saying? And what's nice, I also helped build the cabinetry that station attendant would be standing at. And what that is it's all laminate. Underneath that laminate, it was close to 1/2 inch. What's that bulletproof crap? Shit. I had it on the tip of my tongue. But it's I just about had it there. What do they use for bulletproofing? It almost looks like a fiber. And it actually is. It's like 1 billion fucking fibers cross-woven in however big a piece you want. I'll think of the name here in a minute. I already told myself that. Here we go. Anyway.
Carbon fiber.
What was it?
Carbon fiber?
No, not carbon fiber. It's bulletproof. It's bulletproofing. It's what they use. But anyway, there'd be at least 1/4 inch, sometimes 3/8 of an inch, laminate underneath the laminate. And then horizontally, 1/4 inch plate of steel all the way across. So the guy can say, well, fuck you, I'll shoot your fucking legs out. And you go ahead. Is that all you got? Well, then I'll blow up through the fucking top of it.
They say it's bulletproof glass is a robust, transparent composite made by laminating multiple layers of glass with tough, transparent plastic materials, polycarbonate, and polyurethane.
Now, here's the thing. We used bulletproof glass that didn't have any real glass in it. It was all polycarb and those special little layers in between.
Let me see what it says for fast.
Kevlar. That's the name of it.
It's so funny. I was literally reading it as soon as you said it. I'm like, ooh, you got it.
I told you my memory would kick in.
As soon as it came up, it's like right there. And I'm like, you're like Kevlar. Oh, look at the old man beat Google.
Yeah, here we go, man. Yeah, it was Kevlar. Yep. We used to cut it all the time. The thing about cutting that bulletproof glass, you had to have a constant cooling system on it. constant because the moment you didn't, it would trigger all that to lock up that blade, man. One guy, he had to cut it, I think it was at a 45. Somehow they had to bring it together with not another 45, but another off angle to make this special corner for this gas station. It's so sharp, and I got another story behind this. He almost sliced half his fucking hand off grabbing hold of it without gloves on.
Ooh.
I took a strip home that was like that square because they cut off an end once, and I got that much of it. I whittled that fucker down to a blade, but to a very rounded crest. When I first got divorced, I was living in this campsite, and I don't remember what kind of animal it was. Might have been a woodchuck. I pulled that blade out and I sliced that sumbitch in half with it without realizing it. Sliced him in half, and it bounced off my rear truck tire. Put a slice like that wide in my truck tire too, and about more than about an inch deep.
Dang.
Yeah, but I had it extra long, so it gave it more weight, and I hit it at the top quarter of the hilt, man, or not top quarter of the blade, and it was all weight, and it cut him in half. Oh, there went Mr. Reese. Mr. Reese will be returning to us in just a moment. Yeah, it's an old campsite. I don't even think that campsite's open anymore. It's between Leroy and Tustin, Michigan, off of Mackinac Trail. That's between 19 Mile and 18 Mile, somewhere in there. Call that west of Mackinac Trail. Mr. Reese fell out. Gotta pet my kitty cat. She got a bunch of catnip tonight, and she's all zoned out. Why not? Yeah, no shit. Hey, you can't judge people by where they come from. It's individually. I look at it this way. I like everybody starting out until they prove themselves unlikable, but I don't hold them to be responsible for the rest of the people of their color, their religion, their beliefs. It's on an individual basis. You're either likable or you're not. To hate somebody, I think you need to know them personally and know that they're kind of an evil son of a bitch, you know? That's just my way. I'm pragmatic. You know, like I said, I like everybody till they prove themselves unlikable individually. And I think that's the best way to go, you know? And that background loop is very noticeable. Right on. Hey, Mr. Reese, I had that happen tonight here before the show. Around, it had to have been around 6 o'clock or so. It happened here, maybe 6:30. It's before my homie there went to go get his woman from work. Yeah. Came back on before he left. Our internet always takes like 5 to 10 minutes to come back on. Well, hey, I'm going to let you listen to the background music. Captain needs a refill. And I'm going to shut my camera off. See you shortly. You're welcome to talk and chat. Those who are just lingering around. Shout out to Devo. Just Devo. Shout out to you, brother. Yeah, give me a second here. Cheers. I gotta plug my earplug in. I only put one in. I mean, no sense of putting them both in. I would like to get some ear pods or whatever the hell they are.
Yeah.
I'm plugged in. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was weird. It was just real fast and everything just went.
It did that here too earlier. Around.
I'm like talking and all of a sudden it just like left and it was like you were no longer connected. I was like, oh shit. Did you hear? I don't know if you heard me. I was like, what the heck?
Didn't hear nothing. Nope.
That was wild. I don't know if the wind just knocked the transformer out and it just did a surge or something. I don't know. Weird.
We got like what it reminds me of, because I've seen it happen. Every time the power goes out, it doesn't happen the first time it goes out and comes back on, within less than 20 seconds. And sometimes it isn't after the second time it does. The third time it does it, it's staying out for a while. It's almost like there's okay, you pop that one, go to this one. Okay, you pop that one, go to this one. If you pop that one, they have to come in and do whatever they do. I think that's how it's set up. So and sometimes in between shutdowns, it'll be less than a minute each time. It could be seconds. But I'm right near the airport, so I think it has to give it that kind of a. But from what I know about industrial setups, they not only have a feed coming from where we get ours, they have it from another end. They always have a duel. There's always a duel.
That's what's funny because where I work, where our shop is set up, we're actually that way. We have a basically we're on two separate lines.
Yeah, two
So
different
like
trunks.
if you lose power, half of our building will go dark and half of it'll stay on. So then the boss starts running extension cords to all the computers so the computers can run and the people can make phone calls. So now we got 50 extension cords.
They could save a lot of time, trouble, and hassle if they set it up like I said. There are businesses that have it set up like that where once one fails, the other one picks up for the other one. There's
Right.
like it's like a circuit break in between the two. It stays separated until one fails, the other one kicks in and still runs the rest of it.
Right. It's like two phases. So if phase one goes out, phase two kicks in everything else.
I think they call them trunks. They're like dual trunk.
Yeah, it's wild. It's like we'll lose half of our warehouse lights, the other half will be on.
And I think they would offer that in an industrial park area. I would think that would be automatically offered.
We're not really industrial. I mean, we're kind of just on our own. There's not really that many businesses around us.
Yeah, but they have to be zoned.
Yeah.
Because then they do have a two separate trunk. Maybe that's it because it's independent. They're independently set up like that.
Could be.
He may want to talk to one side or the other or both of them and say, hey, what's it going to take? Like if one of you fails, you'll pick up for the other guy until the other guy picks up, and then it'll jump back to only the one half rather than all.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they have so many systems like that. It's like with Generac, it's all automatic, and then the minute the power comes on, the Generac shuts off and it switches back to the main line coming in.
Yeah, I looked at one of those at one point.
What I need, what I like to get, no matter where I end up, is that because I have a generator, you can get a setup where, because if you have your generator going and the power comes on and you're piped into the house, it'll blow your generator up.
Right.
But there's a box that you can put in between the two that'll detect, okay, that came on, that one shuts off.
Almost like a circuit breaker, kind of.
Even way back, I had this opportunity and I didn't go for it. There was a battery that had to been, 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot in this house, hooked up to a wind. It was very small. It couldn't have been more than 3 foot across. A wind turbine, and then I was always told not only grab that, but the house was still hot, so I ain't touching nothing. You know what I mean? I didn't know how to shut the power off of the main going into that box that would switch. See what I mean? That switch box cost more than the battery.
Right.
I think it was almost double. And I was going to grab the wind turbine, a little windmill-y, but it was small, but it was only about 3 foot across.
Light.
But check this out. We were told to take whatever we could scrap, right? This guy had a wheelchair ramp. It came up, over, and up. We got $1,100 for scrap aluminum.
Oh yeah,
just because he told us to take it. Because where he was going, they had already built him a new one.
it's crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking nutty, man.
Yeah, there's still a lot of scrappers out there. People don't realize that they see people dumpster diving and picking up people's trash. They don't understand how much money those guys actually make.
Oh, yeah. Well, you see, if gold goes up, everything else goes up. Everything. Scrap. Yeah, scrap aluminum. You know. Hell, we probably would have got almost double now for what it was from then. And that was, oh hell, that had to have been the early 2000s. Because what I did is I made it worth more. I drilled out all these plugs that were in it. They were plastic plugs because they were going to charge us for it. But as long as those were gone, we got full scrap weight out of it.
Yeah, it's kind of like copper. A lot of people take that copper and it's still in the plastic casing. They're like, oh, you'll get 2 times the price if you get that plastic casing out there.
Yep. Yeah, it's like you don't turn in wire that's coated, right? You want to burn it, you strip it or coat it. You don't want to burn it off, actually. You want to strip it. There's so many easy ways to make your own little board stripper stripping from, I don't know, 1/4 inch to, I don't know, 4 inch, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely worth more money when it's not coated. Now all they do is turn it into the place that melts it down. They get their money and
see what a lot of them strippers don't realize. Well, they do now. Here's the thing: when you burn it off, it's hard to get off the burnt look. You know what you do? You buy a bottle of ketchup. Just go buy a bottle of ketchup. Put a penny in a bottle of ketchup, or in a dish of ketchup. You know what it'll do? It will chemically shine it. It's very noticeable on pennies.
just the acid and the ketchup alone. Huh?
Yep, the acid in the ketchup, the vinegar and the acids in it eat away it, and they shine the copper right up. Isn't that weird? Yeah,
No different than dumping Coca-Cola on your battery to eat freaking battery acid away.
yep. That's because
It's
of
like,
it's a different ion charge, actually. That's what does it. Coca-Cola has a different ion charge than battery acid does, and the battery acid the Coca-Cola overcomes the ion charge in it. I learned that back in 4th grade, I think it was.
Yeah,
Maybe 5th.
it's weird. It's like, man, I'm drinking something that can eat battery acid. What the hell is it doing to me?
Cheers, motherfuckers! It'll eat the corrosiveness off my batteries.
Yeah, right.
Thanks, Gator. Appreciate it, man. Glad you showed up. Hope you get that mic
Yes,
problem
for
fixed,
sure,
brother. It was a bit muffly. I tried every filter and every volume adjustment on it all. I'm glad you showed us the rocks, man, and the different layering. Yeah, that's fucking grand, man. Come
For
back
sure.
anytime,
Always
man.
good. Always good to see a good face up here anyway, regardless.
He's familiar now. Hell yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, when you do that video next, no shit. Can't really post it after the show. You can post it to me. Yeah, well, if I see it, I'll post it. I'll share you. Right on, man. See you, man.
All right. Peace, Gator. God bless, man. Have
Yeah,
a great week.
we always have to give FAPO credit. Shout out to First Amendment Protection Agency.
Yeah, right. Show them. Show them.
Yep, the bicep. Yep, the bicep. Yep, the
The
bicep.
people's bicep. Dude, I love that guy. He's so
Yeah.
freaking. He's so funny. He doesn't get
He's really a
intimidated by
cool
anybody.
auditor. He has a good
It's
attitude.
freaking funny.
Now,
He's
unless
awesome.
they start to get real funky on him, you know, so you better get back. You know, that's what they make Mace for. He just has to be careful what state he's in. Because some states, they prohibit it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Audio went out. Hang on. There, it's back now. I just had to touch my earplug near the junction point into the computer, the laptop. Yeah, that's right.
I don't see anything from Gator yet. The last video he posted was 3 hours ago. So I don't think he's put his new one up yet.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I just, because of my age, I'm getting another spending card. I will have hang on. I will have over $400 a month to be able to spend on food, OTC products, including vitamins and supplements.
Nice.
Yep. What's that a link to?
That's the last one that Gator put up. That was 3 hours ago. I don't think that's his new one, but that's his recent one.
Oh, right on. Yeah, my cat's all fucking stretched out from that catnip I gave her earlier.
He's like, "Oh, I'm just sleepy."
Just zoned out, all spread out across the floor. Yep. I can see
I
how
was gonna get on the table, then I got high.
This cat devotes its time primarily to me. It spends most of its time right here next to me. Every day. I mean, you know, it goes out, wanders around, and then there's another cat here. He's a bit more feral. But she hangs out with him, sleeps by him. They get along famously. Oh, they all three of them sleep. Oh, the dog and the two cats sleep by each other in the couch out there. Oh yeah, it's nice to have it. Glad they get along.
That explains the power flicker. I just got a message. What does it say here? Let me see.
Oh yeah. You were gonna exchange something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, our area DTE Energy issued a power outage alert. Yeah, there's 511 customers without power right now in my area.
Oh shit.
But that explains that. Luckily, mine's back on.
Believe you me, as soon as the power goes out here, they're on the phone. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, yep. We find out real fast.
Actually, you can download their app, and it'll actually show you where the power's out, and it'll tell you an estimated time of when it's going to come on.
Yep. Yeah. Or you can just go to the website and go through that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I've done that. Just double check. He said, Generator sitting not even 10 feet from me. It's full of gas. One time I left it sitting for, I bet, maybe 4 years with gas in it. Fired. Second pull. But since then, first pull, fires right up. Yeah.
It's always good.
Oh yeah. I knew that was one hell of a good investment as soon as I got it home. It didn't have wheels on it when I got it. So one end of it, I went and bought a piece of steel rod and bought 2 cotter pins. No, 4 cotter pins and some washers on each side of that cotter pin, so it wouldn't wear into the wheel and shit. Yeah. And now it's only on one side. All you do is pick up one end and it's got wheels. This lady gave me these, they almost look like big back lawnmower, well, not back, but lawnmower wheels. I don't know what they were for, but they worked perfectly for what I needed. Cut off the excess on one end and it worked. It's worked ever since.
Hell yeah.
Hasn't,
really, ingenuity is the best.
It hasn't bowed or anything. It isn't grinding into the wheels because I haven't had to push it very far.
Right.
And I'm just barely able to pick it up and put it in the back of something. I think the next time I do, I'll need help. But we don't need to move it. All I do is push it out because it's on a back porch. Push it out to the edge so it gets, so the exhaust goes away.
Right.
And we both plug in our own extension cord and run our own shit.
There you go.
He runs a refrigerator, freezer, and TV, and I run TV. So and it handles it just fine.
It's all you need. A little bit goes a long way when you don't have power.
What it doesn't run is the fan and the igniter on the furnace. That's why you need to plug it into your home.
Right.
Or have an electrician come in and put a plug in there for you so that you can plug into that to run it.
Yeah, you'd have to have something that you can actually run that fan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. Because I don't think that may be full 120 volt. I may be wrong.
I know before my wife's dad, before he passed away, he had a propane generator that he put in. But he actually had them come in and do that whole thing. They actually wired it to the fuse box. So like when the power went out, the generator kicked on the propane and literally ran. They're like, what do you want to run? You want your refrigerator? They couldn't run everything, obviously, but
Right.
So basically they ran their refrigerator, their living room, their heat, and that was about it.
Yeah, that's basically all you need. Entertainment, food, and heat.
I don't even need the TV. Just if I have heat and I have to sit in the dark, I'll be good.
If it's late enough, I just go to sleep. But
That's what I'm saying. As long as I'm warm and everything's good, I can find something to do.
yeah. But I always have 5G. Actually, I have 10G of usage per month, so I can run it right off my phone directly. What I'm trying to figure out is, because my phone has a hotspot, is how to hook that into my laptop.
I used to know how to do it. My kids showed me how to do it, and you have to somehow go into your hotspot on your phone, and then you have to go into your computer.
And
look,
there's a link up code there that you exchange. Yeah,
it's
I
it's
I got
it's
I got
weird.
close, but not quite there once. Yeah.
Yeah,
And what
it's
I also want to do is hook up my new phone so that I can use my old phone as a wireless camera. I think there's an app I have to get.
I didn't know you could do that.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to be checking that out.
Yep.
Because I mean, shit,
My
I got
old
my
phone's fine. My old phone is fine. Yeah, I never over. Once it hit 100 charge, boom. I always removed it. I never let it get below like 5%.
right.
And I never charged it until it was real low, below 15%. So the battery, it was trained, unplugged it, it'd run for a good day or two, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I'd like to turn my phone into like a wireless camera. I one time had that and I almost had it going, but the phone I had was that the screen was cracked, and this one's perfect, still pristine. I had a
See,
good
now that
case
would be
for it.
cool because I would just get a phone holder that hooks to my dash, and I'd use my old phone as a freaking dash cam.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. There you go. You could do that. But the problem is you don't want to record because it records on your primary, not on your old one. See what I mean? You have to have a chip and have it set up so that it records to the chip in your that you placed in there, rather than the old phone or not, the new phone rather. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember in this phone I have a 30. I've carried around this 32 gig chip. I've got right here. This little sucker right here is 128. I want to put that in my phone. Yeah. And exchange it. But I have to download everything that's on here into the laptop so that I have it, because a lot of it's pirate stuff, basically. Images and that. Images and the like. Wow. And then transfer whatever's already on the 32 onto the 128. And then plug the 128 into my phone, because I'm pretty sure now I'm storing all my photos on the 32 gig. But my phone has when I got it brand new, was 125 gig memory capacity.
Yeah, I have quite a few. I have one, two, three, I think I have 5 or 6 256 gig little micro SD cards, but I use them for my drone.
Dude,
because
you know what I want? I want the 1 terabyte. And there are 2 terabyte. I've seen them.
There are.
It may be higher. It may be higher,
now.
But I've seen 2 terabyte. Wow, look at the price of them some bitches. Like $200, man. I think
right here. There's a 1 terabyte micro SD card, which is a SanDisk Extreme for $39.99.
Oh shit, they've come way down. Wow.
Yeah, $40.
Wow. Because that's about what this 128 cost me back then.
They were expensive. I mean, right here's a 2-pack of 256 gigs with an adapter for $15.31.
Whoa, $15?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd trust it. That's on Temu.
Yeah.
Now, right here is a micro SD memory card, 1 terabyte at Walmart for $16.59.
No way.
I'm looking at it right there.
Wow. That's cheap as fuck, man.
Hell yeah, for 1 terabyte.
Yeah, because that's what, 1,000
1,000
gigabytes?
gigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. They've come. Why did it come way down like that?
See, now here's one. Same thing. Here's a 2 terabyte. Same thing at Walmart for $21.99.
Holy crappy-oleo. What? This had to happen recently, guy.
Right there, $21.99. 2 gigabyte.
Holy moly. I want to go get me 2 of them.
I'm gonna have to go get some of those for my drone. I'll never run out of space.
Exactly. I put one on this that I can load in and out of my, and then one in my phone. Holy crap! I could have more. I could have so many videos, dude. I could have a library of videos. Oh my god! Because I had a 1 terabyte external drive, and I hadn't even half filled it, and I had like 400 or more movies on it.
Yeah, it'd take you a long time to fill that.
Yeah. Wow. I gotta go. I'll do that next month. At least one of them. Yeah, at least one.
Yeah, shit, at that point, you just go on Walmart.com and they'll deliver it right to your house.
Yeah. And hand me a little package.
For sure.
Wow.
Yeah, that is pretty damn cheap.
Wow, that must have just happened within like the last 6 months, dude. Because I did look back there somewhere in my past. Wow.
Yeah, now you start getting into the external hard drives. Now, if you get a terabyte of an external hard drive, now you're getting into money.
How much?
I looked at a 1 terabyte external hard drive like 3 weeks ago at Best Buy, and it was like $189.
Wow.
Yeah, because I wanted something. Right now, I think I have 2,500 gig external hard drive. It's not even that. But my kid gave it to me. It might be a terabyte. It's a terabyte, which is 1,000 gigs. I erased it and I used that for my drone because when I download my videos into my computer, I move them from my computer to that so it doesn't take up the space in my computer. Which is nice because I can just plug that in and go up and pull what video I want to edit or whatever I want to do. And then I don't have all, my computer's not getting clogged up with all that shit.
Yeah. Wow. Externals. Wow, expensive compared.
Well, it depends on what you're buying too. If you get an off-brand, you might be able to get it cheaper, but to me, you get what you pay for. If I'm gonna put memories, videos.
Yeah, but SanDisk is synonymous for storing a little bit on a lot on a little bit.
That's all I've used in my drone. I've never had a problem with it.
Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna have to go to Walmart. Like I said, I have to wait till the first of the month, next month. That's fine.
Right.
Get a couple of terabytes, one or at least 1 terabyte chip there. I'm going to have to go there anyway because at the beginning of the month, that's when this new card that I'm getting, because I'm 65, I'm getting new benefits. And like I said, between that, I got one card that I got $229 I can spend every month on it. And that's for OTCs, whatever prescriptions I have, whatever that won't cover, dental, whatever that won't cover. Electric bill, but it's got to be in my name. Rent, but it's got to be in my name. See what I mean? Which those
Right.
last two they aren't. That's fine. Um, Healthy groceries. I'm wondering if meats are healthy groceries. Because if meats are healthy groceries, I'm gonna have my freezer full of meats.
I would say I would consider that a healthy. I mean, how can it not be healthy? It's protein.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly. And you have to, and it's not cooked. And of course they won't let you get prepared stuff. But what I want to know is there a way to take this and turn it over into a healthier meal plan where they deliver them once a week to my home? They're already prepared, but they're flash frozen. All I gotta do is nuke them.
possibility.
I'm wondering if it'll cover not Meals on Wheels, because that's actually free. No, it's not. You pay a little bit. I'm at that age now, Mike. I want to save as much money as I possibly can, but I also want to stay healthy. I don't take any prescriptions. I haven't seen a doctor in 6 or 8 years. I look at it this way. I've had aches and pains, and I had a little accident at the very end of last year. I took Tylenol extra generic. I used ice. I used heat. I'm fine. It took six to 7 weeks till I was okay. See what I mean? I know how to heal me if I have an accident. As long as it didn't damage anything that constantly brought pain on, there was no reason for me to even think about going to a regular doctor. What the hell for? The only thing regular doctors to me are for are two things: to recommend you to specialists. I need a podiatrist. I really do. And I've got another issue I don't want to discuss right now, but other than that, all they're there for is to prescribe me shit that's got side effects that I don't want to deal with. See what I mean?
True.
I don't care to deal with the side effects. No. And then you give me a script for those side effects? Fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It takes one pill to take care of a problem, and then it takes 5 more to take care of the other problems that could potentially come about.
Yes. And then two
now
or three more to take care of those problems. No, I'm not going to play a whole chest full of fucking drugs where if I can't deal with it, I need to go to the hospital. And then my doctor will get involved then, but they're going to direct me to a specialist from the hospital. See what I mean? And they're going to see, oh, he's fully covered. You see what I mean? He's fully covered. Right. That's all they're okay. Well, we'll do everything we got to do to take care of this problem. The surgery or antibiotics or whatever the fuck it'll take,
Next thing you know, you're having a 20+ pill cocktail for breakfast.
Nah, no, thank you. I witnessed that. I witnessed that when I was in medical school. Oh no. I watched this woman flip right the fuck out because she quit taking all the for side effects drugs, and she went fucking wacko, dude. They took her away in the ambulance, and she was screaming at me because I was in the upstairs bedroom with my bedroom window, pointing at her and laughing. Because she'd flip right the fuck out, man.
That's crazy.
She went to prison. I found out, I think about 2.5 weeks ago. She went to prison because she burned her own house down and then got all the insurance money. And I talked to the insurance company myself. And I told them what to look for because she told me. And what they did is they drilled holes through the floor in certain places so that it would get more air fuel to burn it down. And they checked, and she went to prison for it, man.
Ooh, insurance fraud.
Yep, insurance fraud, exactly. She
Wow.
never knew. She never knew who ratted onto her, but I'm pretty sure she's dead by now. She was drinking black velvet. I bet a fifth a day.
Living like a rock star.
Yeah, corn whiskey. Yep. And she had, like I said, she had a whole case full of pills, and I was going through medical school, and I kept asking, "What's this pill for?" Well, that's for the effects of this. Well, what's that pill for? That's the effects of that. And then I started narrowing it down and going, you'd actually be taking 2 or 3 pills and just dealing with the side effects and not taking all these pills. And she went, holy shit, you're right. And she quit taking all them side effect shits, and it flipped her fucking brain on. She went into a fucking rage, and she went into some kind of a dementia stage, I was told. I had a friend that went to North Carolina. After that, went to North Carolina with her in this motorhome she bought with that money. And they ended up dragging her ass back here to Michigan to face charges for that shit.
Oh, damn.
Dumbass.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm glad I could help. Wherever I did, fucking. What that does is that drives up insurance rates, man, for everybody else when you have fraud like that.
There's so much of it out there too, and so many people get away with it.
Yep. Do you remember watching the guy that would wear a suit full of question marks on him? Remember that guy?
Oh, what was his name?
I don't know, but it was about getting government grants and loans.
Yes, yeah.
That's where that shit started to fucking generate, and people learned to scam the fucking system. Right then and there,
White suit with all the dollar signs on it.
No, it was question marks. Like the fucking Riddler. Like the Riddler.
Oh man, who was that?
It wasn't Bill Nye, the science guy, but it was a guy that had his kind of spirit, basically, energy. Oh man! But yeah, it was how to get all these government grants and loans, and you didn't have to pay them back. That's where all the shit was generating from. That's when all the fraud was fucking. That was when it was kicking off. I can't see it. Yeah, what's he dressed in? Wait, okay, wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me bring it back up. I hit the wrong button for you, Reese. There we go. Now it's all you. Show me again. What's he wearing? I can't see him.
Here, hold on, let me blow him up here.
Yep, that's him. All the question marks. Like, you know what? He used to wear a yellow one, I thought. He looked like the Riddler.
Yeah, his name was Matthew Lesko.
Yep. Do you remember that shit? That's when all this fraud was saying, hey, here's a way to get money off the government. I do. When was his reign? What, back in the 90s?
Let me see. Yep. 1990s and 2000, early 2000s.
Yep. Well, my memory's not too bad. See, I said, remember, it was question marks. Yep.
So he owned 15 to 20 different versions of that costume.
I remember the yellow one.
Yeah, he's
Not bad.
known for putting out videos getting rich on government money.
Ta-da! I think that's where the shit was fucking generating. It was going down
There
there.
you go. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yep, there he is. That's the one I remember. Yep, yellow with black question marks. Yep.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Thanks, man.
that's funny.
My memory's not too bad, is it? But
I
he does
do
look like
remember-
Bill Nye, the science guy, doesn't he?
Kinda, yeah. That's funny.
Uh-oh, your volume just went way down. What happened?
Check, check.
Hey, your volume went way down. What? What the hell, man? No, your settings haven't changed.
Check it, check. Hold on.
Wait a minute. Wait. It was on my end.
All right. I was like, I think I'm good.
Yeah, you're good, man. It was at my end.
Oh, your volume's messed up.
Yeah, it was my headphones. Yeah. Finishing. I'm gonna try to finish off this joint without choking a half a lung out here on live.
Oh, goodness. Well, I think it's just probably me and you up here anyway, so.
Yep.
Looks like there's just two up in here right now. Whatever.
Yes. I'm one. You're the other. I'm sure of
Not
it.
fuck them if they can't take a joke and choke them if they can't take a fuck.
That's right.
It's all good.
Another one. Thank you for coming aboard. Welcome aboard. Oh, they just left. They came up and they left. Oh, well, that's being discussed. Oh, that's him.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
We won't bite you very hard. Depending on who you are, and that may depend where at.
What you want, what you need. Hey, I can't talk like that. I'm still married. You're single.
You see, I can talk like that, but you can't. Exactly.
I was going to say that I got to keep my mouth shut. That's your chat. Captain, you're going to get me in trouble.
That witch is still in my background. I'm not going to fuck with her tonight because she's kind of whorish. She gets around a lot. In other words, you need to wrap that rascal and be careful it's beyond the base, right? You might as well wrap your nuts up in it too. So that's the kind of witch you're dealing with. I'm just saying, any witch that comes into the bar every night and makes that much of a ruckus and is that loud all the time, hey witch, that's how you treat them. like a barroom witch.
Right?
Where's my drink at? And how come the hot dogs and the chips aren't flowing out here? Oh, you got them between your legs. We understand. You got to play the part. I've been watching too much Charlie Veitch in England, in the UK.
Right?
He's 6'6". I'm 6'3". He happened to mention something on his last video. Shout out to Charlie Veitch in the UK. He happened to mention something about the structure because we have the same jaw thick jaw, hard skull, you know. I've been sucker punched a few times. And the minute they did, I looked at them like, what the fuck? Rather than go down and feel all punished from it. And I mentioned that on his last video. I know exactly what I'm 6'3". I've been hit by guys my size and lower. And it's like, so fucking what? One guy, I had just beat him at arm wrestling, and he sucker punched me. And I still had a hold of his right arm.
Oops.
My left arm hand came up, kept his right arm down, and I backfisted that motherfucker and knocked 2 of his teeth out of his mouth. And it was just all that. I beat him. He punched me. I did that, and pow! And down he went, man. It was all in like a big, quick motion picture.
You just got knocked the F out.
That was Bobby Berry. I had beat. We were friends when we were teenagers. I was in my low 20s there when that happened. When we were teenagers, we got into a fight, and I whipped his ass then. I don't know what the hell came over the boy, and he was a year older than me.
Thought he grew up and got better.
Um,
It wasn't better.
we used to watch, me, him, and a few other kids would watch his dad every late afternoon walk up to the drugstore. That was a liquor store too. Get a case of beer and a bottle of whiskey and come back. This was every day. I one time drove back to that neighborhood. He was still living there with his mom, and he was in his early 40s. He didn't notice me sitting in the parking lot. I watched him come up with the same place, carry back the same thing. You know what killed him? Winter. They speculate he went outside to take a piss and fell. And it was that cold it froze him to the ground.
It's crazy.
Yeah. His dad didn't die from freezing, but his dad did die from liver failure. He wasn't far from it, from what I understand. From the day I saw him then, it was like about 10 years later. That's when he died. Crazy, huh?
Apple didn't fall far from the tree, huh?
Yeah. If you look at any of my videos, Beavis and Butthead, he was one of them. I swear Mike Judge had to have known him because he was every Friday night, a friend of mine, Wendell, and him would get drunk together. Around 2 o'clock in the morning, Wendell would show up at my house with his shirt torn off because him and Bobby had gotten into another fight. If it wasn't Friday night, it was Saturday night. Every week.
Entertainment every weekend.
And they get right back together because they were best friends. That laugh, oh my God. I swear they shared. It wasn't that laugh, but one similar.
Right.
You just got to wonder, where the fuck did you get? You got that from them guys. He had to have visited the neighborhood. Mike Judge had to visit it and went,
You never know.
I'm going to make a comedy about them two. But the thing is it went into, that had to have been like 20 years of them doing shit like that until Wendell, right around that same time, and I was in my early 20s, Wendell got so depressed that he almost stepped in front of an Amtrak train, and it paralyzed him all on the right side, took his right leg away.
Damn.
Just before right after Bobby died, he finished off the left side. Same train line. Yeah.
It's messed up. It's weird how life works.
Yes, it is. Yep.
I don't know. I always think that I have problems in my life, but then you hear stories like that, and it just makes you thank God every day that, you know, I still have, I guess, a sane enough and the mentality to understand that there's going to be problems in life, but that's part of life. You just got to go through it, you know?
What I discovered was this: depression. Get angry right now. Get angry right now, Mike. Do you know the first thing you have to do to feel anger? You have to engage brain to angry mode. Depression is the same thing. You don't realize it at the time, but you've chosen to feel bad. And once you make someone realize, yeah, if I want to get angry right now, I have to engage in the thought of things that make me angry. Same thing with depression. I need to think about things repeatedly that are making me feel so bad.
And that's the biggest thing. When you train your brain to a certain thing, your brain's only going to go to that certain thing. But when you train your brain saying, trust me, there's days that I just want to like give up on life and be like, you know what, I'm done with this relationship. I'm done with my job. But then you sit back, you take a deep breath, and you're like, you know what? That's not the easy way out.
No, it's not.
It is the very easy way out, but
it's a way out that
you train your brain to do what you want it to do.
You want to train your brain towards things that reward you psychologically, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And that is to continue on the path you've chosen. And a lot of people don't realize they've chosen the path they're on. I don't care what anybody tries to convince me of, psychologically, spiritual. You chose that long before you ever became a fucking seed, kid. You just don't know it right now.
Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you that I believe that with all heart. We all have a path in life before we even know we have a path in life. And the funny thing is sometimes somebody else's path is better than yours, but that doesn't mean that yours is better, because I look at it this way. I just talked to my boss last week, and he's like, oh, you know, sales are down, this and that. And we started talking, and he looked right at me in my eyes, and he goes, I don't mean to bring this out on you. He goes, you know, this is my path. I chose it. He goes, these are my problems. I don't even know why I'm telling it to you. He goes, I made my bed. And I'm like, that really made me think, like, dude, I'm working for you. And some days I feel like that, but you're the fucking owner and you feel worse than what I do working for you. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It is. It's just, you mess with your own psyche. When you get into your brain, that's when you start fucking your own self up.
So in the end, when things really went bad, I put my trust in God.
Absolutely.
And it seemed like you're rewarded for good choices, but it's not meant to be here. This isn't the place. This isn't the place to get rewarded. You need to get rewarded after you've completed life. I think that's like a task and a chore for every soul, everyone who
And it
has a soul.
says that in the Bible. Don't build up rewards on earth. Build your rewards in heaven.
Absolutely. That's why I say that.
You don't need nice things in life on this physical earth. You don't need to have a lot of money on this physical earth. Because if you die and you truly believe, everything you've wanted in life is yours. It's there. Absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to say that I go out and spend money on stupid shit and I don't have things that I don't need, but I don't drive a fancy car. I don't have a mansion. I don't have things that is beyond my means. I live within my means, and that's where I want to be. I don't care.
That's where I am right now. I live within my means. I don't ever borrow. I don't borrow a dollar. I'm just not that way. I'm not. I've always, if I couldn't afford where I'm at, I leave where I'm at. But I am forethoughtful enough to know at least over a month ahead that I won't be able to afford that then, and
Right.
You know, I need to get out before that. See what I mean? I ever since I got divorced, that's the way it's been. I stayed with my brother-in-law until I knew there was no more income. And then I said, hey, I'm paid up to the end of the month. I need to go. Yeah, you're right, man. Cool. And I left.
Well, most people nowadays, they don't think that way anymore, though. Nowadays, the world's become, I want it now, and if I can't have it now, then I'm not going to be happy. Well, did you forget that if you want it now, you have to work for it, and sometimes it takes time to get there?
It goes past tomorrow. Yeah, you want it now. You go past tomorrow to get what you want now. That's reality.
You want a nice house? You might have to work 20 years of your life to make a down payment on a nice house. But guess what? You got there. You followed your path. You stayed on course. It might have took longer than what you wanted, but ultimately you won. You got it. Again, I don't push myself to none of that. My middle brother, he's all about everything he can do to make every dime. He wants to be a millionaire. He lives in a $275,000 condo. It's like, he always bitches that he's broke. I said, dude, I make half of what you make in a year. I live in a trailer, and I'm way happier than you'll ever be in your life. I don't need it. I don't care. I want my bills paid, basic stuff, and I'm good. Life's not about that.
You don't live beyond your means. You don't leave yourself in debt at a constant.
I love the American dream, but the American dream's right here. It's being smart enough to be self-sufficient, understand where my money goes, make sure everything's paid, and have a simple life. That's it.
Feeling satisfied, like Boston said. Yep.
And to me, like I said, when my boss talked to me, I take it as the more money you have, I guarantee you have 10,000 more problems than what I have.
You want to know something? Here's a little quick story. I was hitchhiking from Florida to Michigan. A limo pulled over. He gave me a 75-mile ride. I think it was just north of Kentucky. North. But anyway, it pulled over and I got in, and this guy, he had the watch, he had the drink, he had the bling around his neck. He had the slick back, black hair. He looked mafia. I'm not going to say it was mafia, but he looked that way. And he talked that way. And you know what he said to me? He said, I envy you. I said, why is that? He goes, who do you owe money to?
Nobody.
I don't owe money to nobody. He says, right now, if I told this driver to stop and I got out and decided, fuck all that, I'm going to start over again, I'd be in prison. What? I am, because of all the debt I have obligations, I have payments to constantly make. I at the time I didn't understand it, but I agreed with him. I was being polite. I understand. I told him I didn't really understand until I got older. This guy had it all, and he was being taken to his private jet. What the fuck,
There's a price to pay to have money.
Yeah, well, that kind of money, and I don't know what he was into. He didn't hint at anything illegal or anything like that. But it was just the debt, the people he owed debt to, and that he owed a constant income to, because he had people underneath him that he was paying. They were all depending on him. And there would be consequences from some of them that were very severe, he told me. How severe? Who knows? But I didn't understand when I was young like that, I think I was like 18 or 19.
As I got older, I've literally, to this day, understand why people say money is the root of all evil.
Evil, absolutely.
Money can buy you happiness. Well, money can't buy you happiness. Money will buy you everything you want, but money will not make you happy in life.
But perception, your own perception can make you happy or miserable.
Dude, if I was to hit the lottery tomorrow for $25 million, I would take the cash payout, and literally the first thing I would do is I would donate probably half of that to literally charities.
I would do 10%. 10%.
I'd literally go hire like 20 semi drivers, load that semi up with blankets and cartons of cigarettes and this and that, drive down to the ghettos of Detroit where all the homeless are, and just open up the back of the semis and just give it away. Here you go. Be happy. You might have a couple weeks of happiness. Just be happy a little bit. That's it. I don't know. I love helping people, though. That's my thing. My wife bitches at me all the time because I throw like super chats out here or there, and she's like, you spent like $60 or $50, and I'm like, it doesn't matter. My bills are paid. What I do with it, I like to help people out. It is what it is. That's who I am.
And thank you, by the way. Yes. Absolutely.
Sure.
Me, I like to walk into a McDonald's every day and go to everybody in line. You order everything you want. Some you can even take home. Let's go. You see what I'm saying? And I'm carrying and watch these people walk out with 2 bags full. Next, I'm paying for it. Yep, and just pay for it all.
Yeah, for sure.
But the minute people started rushing in, I'm done. Because people done called people to come in. Nah, you're not doing that. The people that were there originally, honestly, and then walk over to the drive-through and just start paying off all them. Yep.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done it several times, especially around like Christmas time. I like doing that. Like my wife goes to Dunkin' Donuts. It's like $4 for her coffee. I'll give the lady $50. I'm like, here's a $5 tip. Here's the coffee. I said that leaves about $40. I said, so anybody that orders until that $40 is gone, it's paid for. And I'll go back and like the same chick, she'll be like, she goes, it's funny, you paid it forward. She goes, somebody else that was going to buy a coffee paid for their coffee, left $20. And she goes, literally, everybody was paying it forward, and like everybody was just getting their coffees. A lot of people got free coffees at that point, but they were given money. Yep. I was like, that's how it should be. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Paying it forward.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love it. That's my favorite thing at Christmas.
Even when I was homeless, I walked out of McDonald's with 4 sausage biscuits. Back then they were like $2 each. I bought 6 of them. I first thing I do when I walk outside of it, I'd find somebody who was sitting against a tree, against the back wall, wherever, and I'd hand them 2 of them. Hey, go, man. Why the hell not, man? Because I was in the same position. But what I was doing was saying, hey, man, here's something warm. And I know tonight you're going to at least sleep warm because you got energy pumping through your fucking veins, bro. It got 2 below that night. A couple of different nights there.
That's the thing I respect about people that don't have a lot of money. And I'm not saying I don't have a lot of money. I'm good in life. But with homeless people, I've watched so many videos where homeless people will get, like a YouTuber will give them like $100. They'll go into a store and they'll buy a bunch of food and they'll go out to their friends in the camp or something and just give them food. And it's like, dude, homeless.
It's because we were sharing the misery. Absolutely.
You understand what they're going through. Yeah. Most people that have a lot of money, they don't give a shit about what you're going through. They are going through what they want to go through.
Yeah. They can afford a $50 increase a month for the next 10 years. They can afford it. We can't.
No. That's the thing. I can honestly say I've never let money fuck with my life in any way. I don't. There's times where I'm like, holy shit, I got $50 in the bank. I got 5 more days before I get paid. I make it stretch.
Yeah, that's all the time here. Yeah.
No, trust me, I know. I get it. I mean, after I took on this freaking car payment, I got this car. I mean, that shit's $502 a month. That was not in my future of payments, trust me. I make every dollar work for me now.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm losing $500 every freaking 2 weeks or every month out of that. It's like, that's not something that was in my future plans.
You're actually losing more because the moment you drove it off the lot, it began to devalue.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
Yeah.
I know. It's underneath Carfax. I paid, by the time I bought the warranty, I put gap insurance on it through the bank and all that.
Yeah.
Right close to $24,000 right now after a year of owning that car. I can sell it privately for $16,900.
Yeah.
So I'm literally upside down right now on that loan.
Right. Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yes, that's
what are
the
you
way.
gonna do?
Cars, diamonds, and everything else. The minute it goes out the threshold, it's yeah.
It's like you said, you went and spent what, $50-$60 on 2 tires for your bike. That's your transportation. So
no, $50, just about like 48 something for each tire.
Yeah, so if you spent $100, that's the thing. That $100 is going to get you anywhere you want to go now, and it's
Absolutely.
going to be dependable.
Yep,
So why not
absolutely.
put money into something that's going to be good for you?
Plus, I have tire repair and a pump for it. Before, I didn't have the right pump. Now I have the right pump.
There you go. You know, you're putting money into something that's going to be more valuable to you than something that you could have went and spent $100 at a restaurant on a date, but now you got something that's going to last you for a long time, not just for an hour. You know,
Absolutely. I knew that I needed to get around from here to Dollar General, here to liquor. Well, I don't go to that liquor store anymore. I go to the liquor store. I just wait till my homie is going to go pick his wife up, ride with him, and then it's right next door to where she works.
right
It's,
on.
it's much cheaper. Cigarettes aren't any cheaper there. I'm still looking around. I need to find a closer. I know there's a liquor store that's closer than what the one I'm using now, but it's further than the one I was using because I almost had to go past that. Then about I don't know, probably a quarter mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile. I don't know. When it's warm, it's not bad. You know what I mean?
No, and that everybody's like, "Oh, quarter mile ain't bad." It's like, well, when you're on a bike and you're pedaling, it's quite a ways.
Not really. You know.
No, it's not. I mean, if you're
I'm
used to
preoccupied. It's because I've been riding for forever, man. Hell, my first bicycle I was 4, so that was 61 years ago.
right?
I remember it was orange, and I couldn't stay off it. It filled my day every day for a long time. Then I built up to a bigger bike, you know, and because first the orange one had training wheels on it, and those came off in no time because I wanted to go, you know.
That's
that place isn't. I'd say about 4.5, maybe 5 miles from straight north of where I'm at right now. Yep.
yeah, that's the problem nowadays. Kids don't understand going out and pushing their Hot Wheels through the dirt or getting on a bicycle and going and riding around forever. Nowadays, they're all like this.
Exactly.
This shit right here is 90% of why society is fucked up.
Yeah. It really is.
These telephones have turned people into zombies.
He's got a battery over. We're good. I like to drain that battery down until I get an alert and then plug it in. It creates a memory. A lot of people don't know that about batteries.
Right. Well,
Then once it's
I do the same.
charged, I'll unplug it, and even if it's sitting idle, just leave it unplugged, you know, until it once again gets down there where it gives me an alert. Hey, you're down to 15%.
They're smart batteries. That's what they do.
Yep.
I do the same thing with my drone. I'll go out and fly my drone, and if I fly for, say, I go shoot a 10-minute video, I'll have, say, probably 60% of my battery. I put it away. I come home. I'll take that 60% battery. I'll put it up until it starts beeping at me saying my battery is low. I bring it down. Then I charge.
Mr. Reese, I just checked my email. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, hey, happy birthday, brother. I know it's a little early, but
Thank you.
that way you can order that on Walmart tomorrow.
No, I'm gonna wait till next month. I've already allotted. I'm in a good spending pattern. You know what I mean? I'm balancing between my Cash App card and my bank card.
It's all good. Do what you need to do, man.
Yeah, but thank you. Hell yes, man. And part of that will go into April. Hell yes, man. Hell yes.
Hey, like I said, even if it's just me and you up here, it's nice talking with somebody. I love talking with you. Got the
Mr.
same
Reese,
mind.
I have to step away. I will be right back.
Right on.
I'm gonna kill my camera though.
I'll follow your lead.
Right on. Oh yeah. Oh, that's gonna make me cough. Oh shit. I knew it. 3.5 hours we've been here. Wow.
Holy
We're
shit,
famous.
it's already 12 o'clock.
We are famous. God, I forgot
Hey,
what I was gonna
nothing
do.
wrong with being famous in your own mind.
That's right. I am a genius
That's
in my.
right.
God, I can't remember what I was going to look at. I was going to look at something. I can't remember what it was. Well, damn it. Now that figures. Yeah, let me change that background. It's been the same thing for too long. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's because it was the same thing. Duh. Different shoreline. In the tropics. Yeah. what I was going to look at now. That's the problem with getting old. You kind of go, what was I? I was going to do this, and what was that?
I do that shit all the time. What's even worse is when you're in the middle of a sentence and you know what you were going to say, and then all of a sudden it's like, where did that just go?
Yeah. Where was I headed with all that? I've done that here.
I'll tell you in 2 minutes when I remember. Yeah, I know.
Oh, Lord.
Wind is still freaking kicking.
Is it?
Ridiculous.
Let me see. I can check.
Hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit better.
Let's see. Got 33 degrees. Mostly cloudy. Feels like 21.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's going to get down to like 30 here anyway.
Sunday doesn't look bad. It looks like it's windy, but 65.
I got 68 here for Sunday.
Nice. And then Tuesday we go to 26 again.
Yeah, Tuesday they're talking 19.
Well, we'll be better than you on that day.
Shit, I'm going to refer to yours that day. Hey, it says over there near Detroit. Yeah, that's where we're going.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, get that out of there. That goes back. Live thing. Yeah, the live thing. Yeah. Captain's Table 22. There we are. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I say.
I'm waiting for it to warm up because I gotta have a destination in mind. It was where these two friends of mine, they were skipping school and they found a dead body in this pond.
Oh no.
I want to broadcast live from there, I think. Yeah. It's like a spillage pond for this bigger. What do you think? I don't even think that's a lake. It's a bigger pond. Let's put it that way. But it's a spillage way for this pond. They were skipping school and they found him off. He was all bloated up in the water. He fell in the water and drowned. Basically, that's what the autopsy said. But I found out later that they checked his wallet, took the money out. Shh. You know what I mean? They're. Let me think. One I can't find, and the other one, he's spent enough time in prison to become institutionalized, basically. You know what I mean? Now that he's out, he's still in prison brain, you know? Doesn't trust a single soul, and everybody's trying to set him up for shit. That's crazy.
Yeah. I work with a kid like that. He was in prison for 9 years. And like literally we have like box cutters and just anything that disappears from his area. Somebody will go grab his tape gun and set it down on a table behind him. And he's like, dude, somebody's trying to set me up. Somebody's just fucking with me. This and that. It's like, dude, you're not in fucking prison anymore. We're all just fucking humans here. You work in a warehouse. People are going to grab the first thing they can find to do their job. No, this is my area. No one can touch it. No, this is the boss's area. We are a team. Everybody uses everything. It's not yours.
It's not exclusively yours. Unless it's strapped to your side, it ain't yours.
That's what I told him. I'm like, "Dude, I'm trying to be nice, but I'm just telling you that everything that you are using, you didn't pay for. This is the company's. Everybody can use whatever is available everywhere.
Yep.
Oh, I just like my space, this and that. And I'm like, you're going to have a problem if you have that attitude. I'm just saying.
Yep. That's institutionalized in their head. It's like everybody's out for just themselves, and I need to be that same way so that I don't give leeway to anybody to take anything or take advantage of me in any fucking way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly who he is.
And that's what I got off this. He was an old friend of mine, but the thing is everybody we both knew, they too are institutionalized. And I tried to explain to him, dude, when you were doing whatever you did to get locked up, I was up north being a dad and a stepdad.
Right.
I was being a long distance dad and a stepdad at the same time, rather than get into all that shit and problems and legal trouble and getting caught at doing whatever the fuck you got caught at doing. I wasn't doing that. I was too busy living life the way you're supposed to. Right?
Yeah.
And it just seems to insult him at the same time. That's what it seemed like. It insulted him at the same time.
It's the same thing with this kid, You try to tell him something and his mind doesn't comprehend that. He just doesn't get it. It's like, dude, we're all born in a pile of crap and we all have a hole that we struggle to get out of. If you don't keep climbing and have faith in something, then you're never going to go anywhere. You're going to stay at the bottom with all that shit. You're not going to get out of it. That's it.
Perception of your self-perception is a hell of a tool. Yep.
Absolutely. I learned that a long time ago. If you can't be who you are, if somebody has a problem with it, then I don't need to be around you. Because I'm not going to change for you. Yeah. I won't. Not going to change for you. I'm not going to change for him. I'm not going to change for her. This is who I am, and this is who I'm going to be. That's how you find true connections in life. If you're true to yourself, you'll find other people that are good to be around and people that are going to be true to you.
Yeah.
That's it.
You've got to be wholeheartedly in this life, or you're playing everybody, and eventually you play yourself right out of it.
Oh, absolutely. You live in false reality, you're going to get false everything back.
Seen that. Karma's a bitch, and it's cold and heartless.
Yes, yes. And you never know when it's going to kick you in your ass. So just don't build it up.
I kind of look at it this way. You believe you're a 4, but you're actually a 5, and you keep looking to wanting to be a 6. Those kind of people strive in life, and they get there. But if you think you're a 4, but you're actually a 3, and you keep playing the same fucking shit, you end up a 2. See what I mean?
It's true.
I've watched that in so many. I'm that kind of person, Mike, when I'll give you an example. We used to get a lot of manpower people in, right? I was permanent employee, and we get manpower and people in there. And I worked in the warehouse with this one kid. And after about 10 minutes, he looked at me and told me every aspect of his life. Like he needed to get some assessment from me. That has happened a couple of 100 times in my life, guy. But he needed some kind of an assessment of where he went wrong. And anybody like that, it's like they got to do an outpouring. This is who I am. And it's like they're waiting for a response to what they just confessed to, basically. And it's like, the only advice I could ever give them was we all live our own individual life and make good and bad choices.
Yes.
You need
people like that.
You need to decide whether you want to make the number one good choice or the number two bad choice.
I think people like that are they're too insecure with themselves that they put that kind of stuff out there because they're waiting for that one person or everybody they talk to give them that reassurance that they are who they want to be.
It's because they need to they need to copy it because Reese. I'm going to give away a key factor about me. I follow a belief that only about 20% of us have a soul. The rest are copiers of each other.
Well, that's the thing. If you can't be yourself, if you need somebody else's reassurance that you are okay with who you are, then you're not okay with who you are. That's it. If you're looking for somebody's opinion to tell you you're okay with who you are and where you are in life, you're in the wrong place. Only you can put you where you want to be and who you want to be. That's it. No one else is going to do it for you. I don't care what anybody says.
It's called consequence.
No one is going to do it for you. Yes, absolutely. I don't care about others' opinions. I don't look for other opinions. Yes, opinions are good because it can give you growth in life. But I'm not going to be like, hey, do you think I need to change my hair? Do I dress wrong? I don't give a fuck what you think. If you don't like the way I look, walk the other way and don't even fucking say a thing to me.
Yep.
I don't give a shit. Now, if I'm doing something wrong and you say, hey, if you do this, it's going to make it easier. Absolutely. I respect that opinion. You just made my life easier. That's what it should be about.
If you're actually curious where that came from, it's called Madame Blavatsky. She was she looked into the future, but she also looked into our past as well. She was a realist, metaphysical aficionado, basically. And she talked to everyone from astral projectionalist to Zen Buddhist, including the Dalai Lama. And she got a lot of profound answers because at the spiritual level that she showed that she was at to these people, They don't talk a lot about her, but it's because of that one big root that only 20% of us have a soul. The rest are copiers of each other. And that, Reese, once you take that in, you'll start to notice certain things about other people. Things like
so much.
There are so many that don't talk about their dreams because they don't have any. It's scary, but they don't have dreams. They don't have aspirations. They just go on the chain of the flow that they're in. That's all they know because they have to follow up the chain. Otherwise, they fall to the bottom. That's why there are a lot of oddball fucking homeless people, man, because they fell through they may have been rocket scientists years ago because they followed other lead rocket scientists, but all of a sudden they took a fall and now they're living in a van down by the river. You know what I'm saying?
But it kind of comes back with that whole thing of the lemmings. If one's going to jump off a cliff, everybody will follow. But there's the thing. When you become a person that follows other habits in life, to me, like aspiration's gone, your dream is gone. You not only gave up on your own life, you're trying to follow somebody else's life that you're never going to achieve because you're never going to be that person. Ultimately, it comes down to
it has, and through the decades and centuries, it's degraded. And they don't even realize it. See what I mean?
Absolutely.
They reached a plateau. They reached a plateau where whoever was above them wasn't going to get any further, and then the next guy wasn't going to get further than the one, and they started. That's the left, dude. That is totally the left. I'm telling you, that is the left. That they are soulless. The majority of them are soulless. The other ones are what they call player actors, and they have to play in just so they can get laid. A majority of them are only there because they're going to pump some idiot fucking leftist.
Me and the kid talked about this whole thing at work. We got into the whole right-left thing. I said, not to say that the right's right and the left is wrong. I said, but the left is not right and the right is probably more right. I said, look at it this way. I said, you ever see a pulley? And he's like, what's a pulley? I said, when you pull this one, the chain goes up. But when you pull this one, that goes up. So let's put the right on the one that's going this way. I said, all these left people are going on the chain that as they're climbing, they're really going down. They're not coming up. They're gripping chain thinking they're going somewhere, but ultimately they're going nowhere.
And they're just pulling each other's chain, basically.
It's like, okay, you're going to pull this one. Well, my hands ain't on it, so I'm not going anywhere. Well, let me pull this one, let go. Well, I feel like I'm going somewhere because there's a lot of chain going through my hand. Well, you're still in the same spot you started, you dumbass. You got to hang on.
It's like one step forward, two steps back, actually.
Yeah. Absolutely. I learned that hard way up in the UP. Don't ever go down a big sand hill. Because it's real easy going down, but when you come back up, it takes 10 times the effort.
Yep. You got to remember
when your foot goes. Well, that and when you're in sand, when you take a step, your foot goes 2 steps back, and you're going like, "What the hell?" Yeah, I went down a big sand hill when I was younger. I got halfway up it, dude. I was on my hands and knees literally crawling up that bitch. It sucked. I was like, damn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was horrid. But on that note, I think I'm going to pop out of here and probably try to get some rest.
Yeah, we've been up almost 4 hours. Thank you, Mr. Reese.
12:30 almost for sure, dude. Friday night.
Cash App. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated.
Don't sweat it, brother.
Oh yeah, man.
It is what it is.
I won't be up much longer either. Hell yeah. I'll shut her down and go back to listening to some hard rock and roll videos on YouTube. Till I'm ready to pass out.
Have a good weekend. God bless. Love you. I'll see you on the next one.
Yes, sir, Mr. Reese. Thank you very much, sir. Love you. See you, man.
Right on.
Mr. Reese. Hell yes, man. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, the captain needs to fade out of here. Let's get a little different background. Yeah, there we go. Let me see if I can find something a little in between. Let's see, where's that one? Not put me. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can still have the shit going on the side there. All right, yeah. All right, everyone. Captain Smoke aboard the Tempest. Thanks for coming to Captain's Table. We'll see you next time. See Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, maybe Monday night. We'll see what's happening. Might be a little later. It all depends on what's going on. I want to shout out to Gator Sky Exploration for coming on board up here on the panel. Greatly appreciated, man. Thanks for being here, bro. That Mr. Reese and everything Mr. Reese does. Amen. Prayers and thank you very much, sir. I will see you on the next one, hopefully. Until then, remember, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, whatever the case may be. All right, everyone. Have a good night. See ya.